My beloved child, I've led you gently into this very moment. My gaze has searched across the earth and rested on you, exactly as you are right now. These words are meant for you. I felt the quiet longing in your spirit long before you ever recognized it. Let the stir of expectancy rise within you, because my nearness is closer than your own inhale. The questions that linger, the ache you've tried to explain away, they are signs your heart is ready to receive more. Every step you've taken, even the ones you wish you could erase, I am gathering into something purposeful. Something hidden is beginning to reveal itself. Something greater than you've dared hope for. And it begins right here, in this encounter between us. If I told you that everything pressing on your heart tonight carries meaning, would you trust me enough to believe it? There are things forming beneath the surface of your life that you haven't seen yet. Layers of calling developing in the quiet places. You've been standing in a battle, one for your peace, one for the restoration of hope inside you. The enemy has pressed on your thoughts, tried to dim your joy, and whispered lies in the dark. But I guard your heart fiercely, and I do not lose what belongs to me. Pause and notice the shift happening around you, the softening inside your chest as I draw closer. Breathe deeply. This moment carries more weight than you realize. My love is not temporary comfort. It is a force that transforms everything it touches. I know the longing within you, the desire to be seen, chosen, valued. Hear me clearly. You are not overlooked. Even the tears you swallowed before they fell, I've counted each one as evidence of your endurance. The pain you tried to outrun has not defined your worth. It has shaped resilience in places you cannot yet see. Even now, I speak identity over you, cherished, loved, set apart. The world could never give you this worth. Let it be formed by my voice alone. Feel my nearness settling softly over your worry, wrapping every anxious thought in peace. When your breath grows shaky, place your hand over your heart and feel the rhythm stabilize beneath my presence. Every beat declares that you belong. You've wondered why certain things had to break, why the wilderness felt so long, why some prayers seemed to bounce back in silence. These were not punishments, but invitations into deeper purpose. There is something about your burden I want you to see, something that will change how you see yourself. You are not something broken that needs fixing. You are my masterpiece, still unfolding. The tension you feel is the tremble before new life pushes through the surface. Sometimes the soil must be disturbed before resurrection begins. Nothing buried, not even by your own doubts, is beyond my reach. A single breath of my spirit can revive what you thought was lost. I know you feel resistance when hope is mentioned. I know the part of you that feels tired of believing, afraid to risk disappointment again. That fear is real, but it is not final. Just for this moment, surrender the shield you've held to protect yourself. It is safe to hope again. I am not like those who left. I am constant. I do not turn from your mess. Release the idea that you must earn closeness with me. You are welcome here without striving. The warmth rising inside your chest, the gentle stirring, that is my spirit awakening possibility again. You may feel uncertain, caught between wanting to trust and fearing the cost, but miracles rarely bloom in comfort zones. There is a stretch ahead of you, a new horizon whispering your name. Lift your gaze. Even if your faith trembles, I walk beside you step by step. When your strength fades, lean into mine. My presence does not flicker. I have walked with many to the edge of breakthrough. Moments where everything looked lost, Yet dawn was already forming in the darkness. This is more than encouragement. It is the voice of your Creator calling you into alignment with a destiny bigger than you imagine. You're carrying questions you haven't dared to voice. Why the closed doors? Why others move ahead while you feel stuck? But delay is not denial. Not every door was meant for your feet. I've protected you from paths that weren't aligned with who you are becoming. And soon you will see why I allowed what hurt the most. Lessons born in waiting are the foundations of miracles yet unseen. You haven't missed your moment. I redeem even the time you thought was wasted. The anxiety that you're too late is a lie you no longer need to accept. You are not who you used to be. Beneath the struggle rests a resilience forged in fire and comforted by my hands. Your scars will become places where my glory shines brightest. The shame you carried, watch how I turn it into a story that brings healing to others. Your wounds are becoming strength, not by force, but through my gentle restoration. Let that truth settle. You are being made whole. Every step forward rewrites the narrative you believed would never change. Stop for a moment. Let this sink deep. You are mine. Not conditionally, not based on perfection. Fully, permanently mine. When insecurity rises and tries to sabotage what I'm building, return to this moment. Quiet your soul and hear it again. I am with you. My presence doesn't ebb and flow like shadows. When life spins too fast, anchor yourself here in the arms that never drop you. Even in silence, I am attentive. You are not invisible. I see the ache that rises when you think about tomorrow. I am already standing in the places you fear. My promises are not empty. They are bridges leading you toward a future more beautiful than you can yet envision. When loneliness creeps in, reach for me. Speak these words. I am loved. I am chosen. Let them hang in the air, vibrating with truth. My voice echoes back, dismantling the lies that claimed you were unwanted. Don't pull away now. What I'm beginning cannot be stopped. There is a door that will open, one you stopped praying for long ago. When it moves, you'll recognize my signature instantly. The waiting will make sense. Peace will settle deep into your bones. Until then, linger with me. Feel how the pressure to perform fades, replaced by the assurance of being known. My beloved, I knew this day would come. Long before you begged for rescue, I planned resurrection for every place you thought was gone. This is not the end. This is the beginning. Transformation has already begun beneath the surface. There are mysteries I still want to show you. Revelations about your strength, your capacity to rise. Don't turn away. The road ahead is marked by discovery, not disappointment. Seeds of hope are sprouting, and soon you'll see green breaking through what once felt barren. Breathe. You are safe. Healing is accelerating even now. Stay near. I'm taking you into depths of love you've only glimpsed from afar. The best parts of your story are just starting. Even in chaos, you've sensed my nearness, a whisper beneath your storm. I draw close now, calming the rush with tenderness that fills the most guarded places. Notice the rhythm of my love quieting your fear. I am the refuge you've longed for, and you are wrapped securely in my embrace. Every anxious thought threatening your peace rests under my hand. When doubt rises, return here. I am pouring real strength into you, not the brittle resolve you've tried to muster alone. The hollow ache inside your chest softens as my presence becomes undeniable. You are not alone, no matter what your feelings insist. Pause. Feel my covering. I am the shield over your life. Your thoughts bounce between hope and despair, wondering if change is possible, wondering if your cries matter. Yes, little one, they do. I see you with perfect clarity. You are more seen and deeply loved than you realize. The heavy things you hide, I have watched every moment. Every tear has been caught, not as weakness, but as proof of your desire for healing. You've asked, can restoration really be mine? Hear this. Right now, the fractured places are being mended. Put your hand over your heart. Feel the echo of my promise in every beat. I have named you beloved. Speak this over yourself, even with trembling. I am chosen. I am not forgotten. Let that truth sink into the places where old stories have played too long. Do you sense the shift in the atmosphere? Tension softens when you linger with me. There is nothing accidental about this moment. Everything you carry, the worry, the shame, the disappointments unseen by others, bring them to me. Release them. Truly release them. You've tried to control the outcomes, predict the future, protect yourself from more disappointment. But surrender is not weakness. It is power you cannot create alone. As you let go, peace fills the spaces fear once lived. Breathe again. Feel your shoulders relax as you remember I am here and I am never tired of you. You've wondered if you've gone too far, missed your window for change. Hear me. I don't measure you by detours. Nothing is lost with me. Dreams buried by time can be revived. Even this week, a memory that once hurt may stir new courage. You'll know it's me because hope will bloom where regret once lived. You are not the person you were, and you will not stay in this valley. Transformation is being woven into your spirit in ways no circumstance can undo. I stand as your defender when your mind rehearses shame and unworthiness. When lies whisper you're too damaged or too far gone, bring them into my light. Say again, I am loved. I am protected. I am not alone. There is power in your declarations. My truth does not falter. You wonder if breakthrough is for others, those stronger, more spiritual, less worn. But your vulnerability is the doorway, not the barrier. This humility you carry invites my healing. Even now, feel warmth spreading across your chest, gentle, steady, reminding you that you are safe. The lies about needing to strive for worthiness fall away. The enemy planted doubts during your pain, but my affirmation speaks louder. Release every identity shaped from survival. I am giving you a new name, one rooted in purpose and joy. Say it, I am whole by grace. You feel the shift, don't you? The ground beneath old patterns grows unsteady, as if your life is reorienting toward purpose. Trust it. It is the prelude to awakening. Lean into discomfort. Clarity will bloom. Within 72 hours, expect an unexpected conversation, words your soul has needed. You'll know it's me because peace will settle immediately. Yet even now, part of you wants to retreat, to numb yourself, to stay hidden. But I call you forward. What tried to diminish you will become testimony. Your scars are becoming proof of resurrection. Nothing is wasted in my presence, not a single ache or lonely night. You wonder if joy can be yours or if barren cycles will repeat. But doubt pushes against truth. Trust my timing. Notice small signs. Laughter returning unexpectedly, lightness in your step, the urge to sing for no reason. These are the first signs of life stirring again. Breathe deeply. Inhale my promises. Exhale your fear. You are joining countless others choosing courage over despair. Thousands have walked this path and risen renewed. Your deepest pain is becoming the ground for beauty. Soon you'll understand why the suffering was allowed. Lift your eyes. Don't shrink back. I don't ask for perfect faith, only willingness to come near. Healing has begun. Even unseen, it is happening. Hold on. I'm not finished. There is something you will soon understand about the season you disliked. a revelation that will reframe every setback as setup. A shift is happening inside you, even if unnamed. I am close to the push and pull within you, and I hold the pressure you feel. My nearness is right here, a shelter that anxious winds cannot break. Take a slow breath. Let it fill your lungs. Feel your heartbeat steady. I shaped every rhythm. I know the heaviness you wake with, the ache you call normal. You're not meant to carry it alone. Bring your unspoken thoughts to me. As you place your hand over your heart, remember my hand never leaves you. This moment is not empty. It is my embrace reaching into your uncertainty. You wonder if anyone could understand the battles you hide. But I've seen each one. I know the doubts that rise in darkness. Am I enough? Will this pain ever stop? Is anything beyond repair? Nothing that concerns you escapes my sight. You're not lost among the voices calling for help. I know your name. Your struggle is not a disappointment to me. I honor your courage to keep going. I want to show you something about the weight you carry. You will not remain crushed beneath it. Pause for a heartbeat. Feel the shift as my presence fills the room. The tingle across your skin, the warmth stirring, that is my spirit awakening something new. You are not here by accident. Old lies are losing power. The enemy spoke into your night. Too broken, too flawed, unwanted. But I say, you are redeemed. You are mine. Marked not by failure, but by love. Speak it. I am covered. I am chosen. I am not who I was. Saying these truths begins to rewire the places that believe the lesser story. Breathe. Listen for the echo of my delight. Yes, I am rejoicing over you. Even as you doubt your worthiness, I cover you in tenderness. Shame is losing its power. You are free to begin again. The warmth you feel is my healing touching the places that hurt. You've wondered if I can use your brokenness. But new life grows in soil softened by tears. Nothing is wasted. Your wounds become wells of compassion. Beauty rises from ashes. This is resurrection power breathing into your life. Can you feel it? The upward pull inside, the quiet flicker of hope, let it remain. Don't hide it. Many have stood where you stand, unsure, afraid to hope, but I've been faithful every time. You are not alone. You are part of a movement of souls being transformed. Soon you'll see how your lonely roads become strength for others, not someday, but beginning now. Ordinary moments will become sacred. Peace will land like morning dew when you least expect it. Fear's fortress will crumble. Let my words settle deep. I am with you, closer than breath, steady as sunrise. My presence does not waver. Even when you felt abandoned, I stayed. My love is not fragile. It stays when your faith trembles. I see your exhaustion. There's no need to pretend. Surrender instead. Let me carry the weight. My shoulders can bear it all. Breathe. This is your moment to release striving, to let truth settle where fear once ruled. You don't need to earn my help or speak the perfect prayer. I am already moving. Before your lips form the words, I know every longing. There is a door I am opening, one you wrote off long ago. It won't look how you imagined, but when it opens, you'll know it's me. Hope will blossom in the very place fear once sat. Even now, part of you is bracing for disappointment, trying to protect your heart. I see that. I'm not offended by your caution. I honor your willingness to show up anyway. But gently, I invite you now. Lean closer. Let me surprise you. My intentions toward you are good. Wholeness, peace, and life are not reserved for others. They are for you. The season around you is changing, and soon the signs of transformation will be unmistakable. Right now, your body holds tension like armor, but I'm leading you into real safety. Scan from your head down to your feet. Notice where you're clenching. Release it. This physical letting go is a prayer without words. Be still. Let rest settle over you. You are safe, and I am here. A quiet moment will come this week. A pause in the ordinary that feels sacred. You'll know it's me because calm will wash over you without explanation. You worry you're too far gone, that life moved on while you were grieving. But I redeem lost time. I plant seeds in barren places and bring fruit from what looked wasted. Your present is preparation, not punishment. Your past doesn't disqualify you. I author your future. Let that truth shift something inside. There are parts of you tightly locked, memories, hopes you fear will be crushed. But I treat your vulnerability with gentleness. I nurture every fragile part you bring to me. Together, we will cultivate beauty in places only we will walk. Release what no longer belongs. Give me your fear. Take my courage, my comfort, my identity spoken over you. This unfolding is not rushed. My timing is perfect. Nothing is wasted, not even the waiting. Breakthroughs come differently than expected, often on the wings of quiet peace. Keep walking. I go before you, making crooked paths straight. More will be revealed. More healing awaits just beyond this moment. Keep your heart open. Your story is far from finished. You feel me drawing you deeper, whispering into the hidden places where fear has long lived. My presence settles like dawn after long nights. Gentle, steady, unmistakable. The world tells you to be strong, to hide doubt and swallow pain, but I see it all, the questions you never speak. I am not shaken by your trembling. In this pause, place your hand over your heart. Feel the rhythm I set before you were born. This moment is sacred. Here, transformation begins. You've wondered privately whether change is possible for someone so tired. You've whispered, "What if I never get out?" I hold that struggle tenderly. But despair is not your destiny. My light is rising over you. Each flicker of hope, I breathe on it. Feel the warmth awakening inside. Let my peace draw near. With each inhale, strength fills you. With each exhale, fear loosens its grip. I am patient. I know the world taught you to believe your brokenness was beyond repair. The enemy fed you lies, too much, not enough, permanently flawed. Today I uproot those lies with kindness. You are not disqualified. You are being prepared. What once hurt you is becoming strength. Your scars are evidence of survival. Pause. Notice your shoulders lowering, your breath deepening. The weight on your spirit shifts. This is my presence encircling you. This is not imagination. You were created to recognize me. My nearness has never wavered. You are safer than you believe. A voice inside you still fears. If I let go, who catches me? I answer, I will. I always have. When you broke in silence, I gathered every piece. The world measures worth by progress. I measure by belonging. You are mine yesterday, today, and always. Whisper it, I am yours. Let that truth confront all the old verdicts. You are chosen, not overlooked, not an afterthought. I call you by name in the quiet long before anyone affirms your gifts. A calling is rising inside you. Nothing you walk through was wasted. Even pain has purpose in my hands. The secret battles you fought are forging strength that will overflow into every space you enter. You are changing. What felt like ashes will reveal beauty. Sometimes darkness is needed to see how bright light truly is. The tension inside you, anticipation mixed with hesitation, I do not scold it. You've been let down before, so you hesitate. But hear me, my word does not fail. A breakthrough is near, not by striving, but surrender. Open your hands, even if they shake. Let me fill you with what the world cannot offer. This week you'll feel peace during a mundane activity, folding clothes, waiting in line, sitting still. It will be unmistakably me. A soft calm out of nowhere. My reminder that I am here. When it returns in days ahead, you will know these words were true. I am marking you with peace. Pause. Feel how the tension softens when you stop striving. I want you, not your performance. Bring your disappointments, questions, even your anger. I'm not surprised or offended. There is no condemnation here, only invitation. You worry about failing again. That fear matters, but it is not your identity. My strength is perfected in your weakness. Shame breaks when you believe not in your perfection, but in my faithfulness. In my kingdom, failure is not final. It is soil for resurrection. Let hope rise in your dry places. Even a flicker matters to me. Your identity is rooted not in discipline or approval, but in my unchanging love. I see you as chosen and anointed. You are part of a great movement, awakening to truth. You are not isolated. Thousands have walked this same path and found deliverance. Let that strengthen you. This is not just personal, it is spiritual. Still, I see the voice whispering, is this really for me? Yes, beloved, this is for you. Your doubts do not push me away. Bring them close. When fear tightens in your chest, place your hand over your heart and whisper my name. Watch peace flood in like a river. Do you feel the pull growing stronger? I am calling you to open inner doors long sealed, your dreams, wounds, buried hopes. I want access to all of it. As you yield, you'll find I am more present than regret and more faithful than shame. My pursuit does not tire even when you struggle to trust. I want to teach you about trust, active surrender. It sounds like this. I don't have to understand to be held today. Practice this. When anxiety swirls, breathe and declare, I am safe. I am loved. I am not alone. Each word replaces lies with truth. You are not late. You are not behind. I am carving new beginnings in places you thought were closed. And within 72 hours, someone will speak words that echo this message. Confirming my nearness. Expect it. Let hope rise. My hand is steady on you. When noise grows loud, return to these truths. I am with you. My nearness never wavers. You are chosen. I am turning mourning into morning. The journey won't always be easy, but you will never walk it alone. More will unfold soon. More healing, more revelation, more strength. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Engage with me. I am leading you into deeper transformation. There are doors opening in your heart, new territory being reclaimed. Your story is far from finished. Do you feel it? The pull beneath your worries? A gentle nudge drawing you deeper into my presence while your mind tries to analyze. You've wondered if you imagined my voice or if hope was tricking you. But I planted that longing. The restlessness you feel is an invitation, not a punishment. When anxiety tries to suffocate your courage, breathe and notice how the air fills your chest. Let your breath remind you that I am as close as the air itself, uncontainable yet intimate. My spirit surrounds you, eager to fill the places where fear has built its walls. You think no one sees how tired you are, carrying what you cannot explain. I see the weight behind your efforts, the heaviness that grows with every unanswered question. Your body remembers every disappointment, tense shoulders, racing heartbeat, the tightness you hide. My compassion covers every bruise of your soul. I am not impatient with your pain. Place your hand over your heart. Feel it beating without your effort. Your life is a gift sustained even in brokenness. I have never withdrawn. I will not abandon you in this process. You are surrounded, held in the reality of my unwavering presence. Every storm has targeted your sense of safety, but hear my truth. You are shielded and sustained by me. Even when the winds howl and waves crash, I am your anchor. Steady, faithful. You are standing today, for even when your knees trembled and your prayers felt empty, I upheld you so you could hear this now. You belong, not because of flawless faith, but because I chose you. Rest in that certainty. Let your doubts quiet under the weight of my love. Listen now. I want you to feel something. Let my peace fill the places fear carved out. The warmth in your chest, that is me calming your spirit. Breathe slowly. Allow the heaviness to lift. You don't need to pretend your wounds are healed. Simply let my love begin restoring them. The voices that said you're beyond help fade in the presence of my compassion. You are stepping into the early stages of change. Soon you won't recognize the old labels that once clung to you. My healing is a journey marked by companionship. You wonder if change is slow, if no one else sees it. But the deepest growth happens in hidden places, nights when you choose me over fear. Transformation isn't about speed but surrender. In time, others will see the radiance forming in you. But for now, let us tend the roots quietly. Imagine the soil around your life softening. Something unexpected will soon break through. Old cycles are dissolving. What once echoed despair will become a new song. The gifts I buried deep in you, some forgotten, others hidden, are coming alive. Nothing I place in you is ever lost. Every dormant dream is rising again. Watch for small signs, unexpected joy, surprising clarity in the morning. Peace appearing in ordinary moments. When it comes, whisper to your heart, "This is holy." I know you wrestle with guilt, the lie saying you've disqualified yourself, that your past is too stained. That shame has the final word. But that voice comes from an accuser, terrified of what happens when you walk in truth. My grace rewrites every regret. I call you redeemed. Lift your head. Say it with trembling courage. I am forgiven. I am whole. Your healing is not just for you. You are being prepared to carry hope to others. A day is coming soon when your scars will guide someone else out of their darkness. And in that moment, you'll see beauty where you once saw only shame. The comfort I pour into you will overflow into lives on the verge of giving up. Breathe. I ask you to pause often because your body is part of this transformation. The more present you are, the more open you become. Feel the air in your lungs, the ground beneath your feet. These anchor you to the now where I dwell fully with you. In this moment, fear loses its grip. The past cannot chain you. I am writing a new story. I see your quiet obedience, your hidden sacrifices, your unseen tears. You are part of a lineage of those who trusted me against all odds. To you it feels small, but to me it is holy. Little one, don't resist when hope stirs. Your heart remembers disappointment and fears it again. But I am patient, gentle, endlessly creative in reaching you. When fear rises, let my voice rise louder. I'm not rushing to fix you. I'm committed to loving you. One more truth for this hour. The best is not behind you. Your season is shifting even when evidence is scarce. Breakthrough isn't forced by effort. It's born from intimacy. Stay with me. Keep your heart open. Soon you'll look back and marvel at your journey, not by your strength, but by my nearness. Don't rush past this moment. Notice your breath softer, your shoulders lighter. This is evidence of my presence touching the parts of you that once braced for pain. The heaviness is lifting. My breath mingles with yours. Feel it. I am closer than your next inhale. You were made for this kind of awareness. A knowing so deep that no storm can shake it. Darkness may gather, but I flood it with my light. You learn to survive by holding everything together, but you were never meant to be your own fortress. I am the one who shelters you. Release the weight. Let the panic drop from your hands. You are safe inside my sovereignty. Fear whispers still. What if I collapse? What if I'm alone? I see how that fear shaped your steps, your words, your presence. But I have always been your safety. When danger neared, I shielded you. When loneliness pressed in, I sat with you in silence, writing hope inside you. There is more to my protection than your past has shown. Breathe again. Your heartbeat beneath your hand reveals my miracle, sustained by my choosing. Every anxious pulse is held by me. You are not simply surviving, you are loved into existence. Say it again. I am held. I am chosen. I am not alone. Your voice is breaking the silence that tried to define you. Hear how you matter. You ask, why did it hurt so much? Every soul has whispered that question. I am not the author of pain, but I redeem every tear. Your scars are becoming radiant, proof not of abandonment, but survival and rising strength. What wounded you will not speak the final word. Hear me. Every time you looked at your scars and saw only loss or failure, you were seeing only a fragment of the truth. The rest of the story is unfolding now. My child, I am taking everything that tried to destroy you and turning it into the soil where new life can grow. What looked like ashes is quietly becoming beauty. Pause, lean back, breathe out slowly and let go. Do you sense the air changing around you? Can you feel my voice softening the lies that once sounded so convincing? You'll always be broken. You'll never change. You must earn love. Those were not mine. The enemy slipped them into your thoughts after loss and pain until truth and torment were tangled. Today I'm teaching your soul a new language, the language of the beloved. Rewrite the old story now. Say, I am redeemed, I am whole, I am worthy of love. Let that truth sink into your bones. I know you second guess, is this really possible for me? Am I worthy of healing or only those who seem more deserving? You fear disappointment and want proof. So here is my promise. Before this week ends, someone will speak the affirmation you have been starving to hear. When it happens, when encouragement finds you in a small, ordinary moment, you will recognize my hand in it by the peace that settles, soft as dawn, pulling back the longest night. Don't write it off as coincidence. As you listen, notice a warmth rising in your chest, spreading into your shoulders and loosening your jaw. This is not imagination. It's evidence of my spirit ministering to you, undoing every lie that kept you from dancing freely. You are not too complicated, too much, or too broken for me. The wounds you believed disqualified you are invitations into deeper intimacy. Your life is not a cautionary tale. It's a signpost of resurrection. There is a transformation underway that you cannot manufacture or ruin. Only I can complete it. Trust the pace, even when your mind wants instant change. You are not alone in this struggle. The holy ache for closeness, the impatience when healing is slow, thousands have walked here. My nearness never wavers. Even when your feelings drift, I am the anchor steadying you. You are joining a secret movement of awakened ones. People marked by hope, rooted deep enough to hold through the fiercest storms. Every quiet yes you give me adds to this revolution. One that crosses generations and outlasts every tempest. You are not small in my story. Do you sense it? Purpose is stirring even now. You are beginning to understand who you are, chosen, sealed, remembered. Everything that once stripped these truths from you is losing its power. When you notice yourself slipping back into old thinking, stop and invite me in. I delight in your turning. Each time you let me in, even in the smallest way, you create room for my light. Shadows lose ground, lies lose hold. Speak this aloud. I am not who I was. I am becoming. I am loved. Feel the stillness around you, not emptiness, but a holy atmosphere thick with my presence. I am not distant. The ache you feel has called me near just as dawn answers night. I rejoice in closeness with you. Let yourself be surprised by the gentleness coming in this quiet. I cradle your fragile places and carry what's still heavy. No tear falls unseen, no sigh escapes my notice. If you feel unqualified for joy because someone else seems to get breakthroughs, that's a lie born of shame. Today I pull up those old roots and plant possibility in their place. Each time disappointment tried to cap your life, I quietly raise the ceiling. You were made for awakening and overflow, not merely endurance. Stop resisting and rest in me for a moment. Restoration is real. It is already working deep in your cells. What do you sense in your spirit? A quickening? A quiet hunger for more? That is not fantasy. I'm igniting desire where exhaustion once lived. You have survived enough. It is time to live replenished. Watch for sudden refreshment in the unremarkable hours. This week, joy will arrive unannounced during ordinary tasks. You'll know it's me because these interruptions will leave you steadier, not empty. And peace will follow where anxiety once fell. Let me walk with you through each room of your heart. Open doors you've kept shut. Allow me into the hidden corners where shame stacked its unspoken stories. You are safe with me. I know the details with compassion and precision. Only I can turn secrets into testimony. This is gentle redemption, not exposure. When you sense my prompting, don't resist. Healing comes when you welcome my loving gaze into the shadowed places. So much about who you are remains to be revealed. Don't settle for survival. The best is not behind you. Move forward with me into depths of closeness and strength you've never dared imagine. Something is stirring in your depths, calling you upward, preparing you to renovate dreams you set aside long ago. Stay open. There's a reason you feel a faint hope glimmering now. As you commit to walk in awareness, the signs will increase. I am not finished. This is only the beginning. Your spirit trembles at the threshold of change. You sense my nearness as more than comfort. It's destiny knocking. Your longing wouldn't have refused sleep for no reason. I have awakened you for a purpose larger than your fear. As your pulse quickens, feel my steady hand on your shoulder. Breathe in hope. Let my presence hush the noise gnawing at your thoughts. This is not the end of your story. It's where old limits fracture and new beginnings surge with the dawn. The lies you believed about your worth are dissolving under relentless love. When accusations rise in your head, place your hand on your heart and feel the beat that never stopped. That rhythm is my testimony inside you. Even on your hardest days, I have not turned away. The world may define you by scars. I call you by your redemption. Say it, I am whole. A new song is being written with your scars as its foundation. Breathe and let those truths settle. Resistance will whisper that hope is too risky, that rising is for others. That voice is not mine. I make all things new. When you want to shrink back, confront that urge with my promise. Your past cannot cancel the future I am unsealing. The enemy wanted you to believe your chance passed, but I am keeper of time and restorer of what seemed wasted. Hold still. Let uncertainty wash over you, and I will show you what freedom feels like. You wonder what it means to let me in fully. standing unguarded before love that can unravel every defense. You look for signs that my voice is safe to trust. You fear surrender will end in more hurt. Hear this, my love will never betray you. Other loves may falter, but mine is not conditional. My devotion is a shield. I cover you even when your steps wobble. I welcome your questions, your anger, your doubt. Nothing you reveal drives me away. Nothing hidden stays hidden from me. As the warmth in your chest grows, recognize it as mine. You are not alone. Sometimes doubts roar loudest when breakthrough is nearest. The tension you feel is a sign. Transformation presses close, brushing the skin of your old limits. Right now, I am restarting what life tried to freeze. Mood swings, exhaustion, sudden tears, these are signals your spirit is in labor, birthing a reality you couldn't imagine. It's uncomfortable, but you are not unraveling. You are being remade. Soon you will know the unmistakable peace that appears in routine moments, unexplained, gentle, holy. This is me infiltrating the ordinary so you never mistake my nearness for distance. You may feel alone, thinking no one else fights your particular storms. But thousands have stood at this threshold, trembling between dread and hope. You are not the first to cry out in the night. You are part of a movement, those who refuse shallow living. Your courage will guide others home. What you conquer becomes a map for someone's escape. There is something important about waiting. Every trembling step toward me shifts the atmosphere. Have you noticed old patterns loosening? Triggers that used to control you are quieting. Self-accusation fades. That is not coincidence. I am softening hardened places, melting armor you thought necessary. Don't panic at the emptiness left by those shields. I fill every surrendered space with abundance. Fresh fire in your bones, sharpened purpose, awakened vision. This is your inheritance, my decree. Pause. Feel what it is like to be wrapped in something greater than fear. My grace is the warm light through your gloom, the shelter no storm can breach. The resistance you meet only confirms how much is at stake. You attract pressure because you are chosen. When panic claws for control, return to this moment. Breathe. Speak aloud, I am not abandoned. Saying it activates power that shatters heaviness. I am not disappointed by your process. You stumble, yet you rise. I watch with pride that you haven't quit. Even in confusion, you sought something truer than pain. This is faith, trembling, imperfect, brave. I am not measuring you against perfection. I want your heart, undivided, open, willing to trust. Will you open what you have kept closed? Will you let my nearness heal what you learned to hide? Wells of strength live inside you you've yet to meet. Soon, you'll be startled by your own resilience. Within the next 3 days, expect clarity where confusion lingered. A conversation will bring the wisdom you've needed. Unexpected, unmistakable, perfectly timed. You'll know it's me because the words will feel like gentle rain on parched ground, inviting your spirit to exhale. Let anticipation rise with holy expectation, not anxious grasping. I don't tease with hope, I fulfill my words, though not always the way you predict. If you wonder whether you're enough, let me interrupt that lie. Adequacy wasn't measured by your resources, but by my presence in you. When you feel drained or overlooked, notice the surge of life animating your soul. That is me, unceasing and fully invested. As you listen, your atmosphere transforms. Shadows flee when my name is honored. A new boldness arrives as you agree with truth about yourself. Feel the ground beneath you. My faithfulness is your stability. No mistake, no weakness, no misstep disqualifies you from my embrace. Say softly, I am anointed for this moment. Be more aware each hour of how my presence hangs in silence. Often answers come not in thunder, but in a quiet inner affirmation. My whisper, unmistakably yours. Refuse to hide as your breakthrough nears. That subtle urge to withdraw is the last gasp of fear before freedom. What frightened you yesterday will cower soon. I restore what was broken. Old cycles are breaking. Wounds are becoming corridors of resurrection. Your heart is my home. I beautify every corner. Surrender to my love. Don't despise your tears. They water the seeds of your next harvest. Breathe again. Let courage rise where weariness lived. There are mysteries yet to unfold, promises to be fulfilled, gifts beginning to stir. Remain open. I am not finished revealing the riches inside you. The journey continues. Deeper encounters and new measures of glory will carry you farther than you imagine. Stay near. The next turning is closer than you think. Beloved, the world tried to name you by what was done to you or by your mistakes. In this still moment, I declare you are not who you were. My hands have shaped your journey, even the parts you'd skip. Rest in that truth. What once marked you with shame now proves my healing grace. Place your hand on your heart and feel the steady rhythm I sustain. Purpose pulses. Hope remains despite every storm. You are held. Quiet the noise. A sacred hush is descending, a silence that is not empty, but full of my presence and refuge. Breathe deeply, little one. Receive my peace. Let it sink through your tension and soften what fear made rigid. I am closer than your own breath. There are nights when shadows creep and questions return. Have I wasted years? Did I miss my chance? In low moments, despair whispers you're too far gone, but I redeem time. My restoration knows no clock. What you thought lost is being transformed. Not just returned, but multiplied in meaning. Lift your eyes. Dawn is not lost. You are being commissioned now. I long for you to live unshackled from fear. Gifts I seeded deep where pain tried to suffocate are breaking forth. You are chosen. You are becoming the answer to the prayers you once whispered in tears. Can you feel the change? That faint warmth at your fingertips, the untying knots in your stomach. My spirit is brooding over you, whispering identity louder than doubt. Do you realize that belonging to me means nothing can compete with my affection? My nearness never wavered. Though you wandered, you cannot outrun the shadow of my wings or the reach of my mercy. Pause and feel the weight of this moment. Your pulse is steady. More than biology, it is the sign that my breath sustains you. The world wants quick fixes, but I desire your heart. Intimacy, not performance, transforms. When you open what you've kept locked inside, I pour healing into hidden shame. The enemy hunts secret wounds because he fears what happens when I bring them into light. That tightness urging you to hide is not destiny. It's an old lie losing power. Confess with a trembling voice if you must, I am loved. Let truth rise even now. You carry pain that didn't begin with you, generational burdens, trauma absorbed before choice. They feel immovable, but I am the one who speaks worlds into being. Do you think yesterday's residue can stand against a single word from my mouth? What defined your bloodline bows to resurrection life pulsing through you. I waste nothing, not even pain. Beauty and strength erupt where ashes lay. You will see signs. Watch for a conversation this week that brings old pain into gentle light. And when it happens, you will recognize my mercy in the tone and timing because peace will follow understanding. Be honest. You wonder if real change is possible. I'm not asking you to minimize how heavy it is. Let me hold what is too much. Lay every reason for despair at my feet. Have I not proven presence even when answers delay? My silence was preparation for roots to go deep, for trust to grow beyond feelings. Today begins courage outgrowing fear. You'll look back with gratitude that your story didn't end in darkness. Notice how your body relaxes when my name rests on your lips. Whisper it. There is power in declaring truth even before you feel it fully. You are chosen and anointed for such a time as this. Fears that silenced you are loosening. My authority quiets accusation and defeat. Say it now. I am not the sum of my mistakes. Step out from condemnation and receive the cleansing I offer. Type yes if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. No shadow I will not enter to reclaim you. Rest longer in that truth. Slow your breath. I am patient with you. I have marked you with my seal. That age to belong will never be satisfied by the world. I alone fill it. You feel the difference right now. The world's noise fades and silence becomes strength. You join a movement of the awakened, those who refuse despair and stand sealed as beloved. There's a royal covering over you. Shame has no claim. My spirit is waking new dreams and deep rest inside you. The purpose forming in your soul will shelter many who ache for hope. Let healing go deeper. I see the part of you bracing for old pain to return. Afraid joy will vanish. Come closer. My promises don't fray. My love intensifies when you welcome me into locked places. You are safe. Trust me. Lay down defenses and let my tenderness rewrite your story. Watch for markers I will send. Today you'll notice peace falling during a moment that once triggered anxiety. You'll know it's me because the world will feel quieter, your heart steadier, gratitude welling despite uncertainty. Within 72 hours, someone will speak words over you that echo what I whispered. You are seen. You matter. The journey was not wasted. When that moment comes, remember, it's divine orchestration, not chance. Lift your eyes. The limitations you circled are dissolving. The cycles you feared won't dictate your future. Hear my decree. The chains are shattering. You are not who you were. Lessons carved from pain now form a foundation under your feet, not a prison wall. Step forward with assurance. My authority covers you. Don't measure progress only by what your eyes see. Transformation grows quietly beneath the surface. Even when you feel no change, I am at work undoing, remaking, reviving. Trust my timing, perfect in its mystery. No closed door has the last word here. My plans bloom where surrender meets trust. Let anticipation rise. Unexpected breakthroughs come to those who refuse to give up, who keep expectancy alive in the quiet. The best is not behind you, but before you. Repeat it. You are not alone. My love is your anchor, my guidance your compass. When fear murmurs its lies, meet it with this truth. I am your defender, healer, ever-present strength. I go before you to make crooked places straight, behind you to shield, beside you to steady, within you to fortify. Nothing separates you from my devotion. No voice, no failure, no darkness. You are holy and eternally mine. Pause one last time. Breathe deeply. Invite my spirit to wash every secret corner, every anxious thought, every longing you barely name. I am restoring hope where it faltered, energy where you were depleted, wonder where life felt flat. Let this rekindling become your testimony. Speak aloud. The Lord of resurrection is my shelter. I am covered. I am renewed. As you step into what comes next, carry this truth like a flame. My voice will not go silent. My love never wavers when you do. You are enfolded in mercy that never runs dry. More than comfort, I give you a commission. Go as healing into a wounded world. You are a sign of new beginnings, a vessel carrying fresh water to thirsty souls. Let my radiance leak through your cracks. I delight in you at your best and your weakest. No season is wasted, no setback final, no secret too dark for my light to redeem. You are marked for glory and called to shine, sent not because you never fell, but because you learned to rise by my sustaining hand. Your scars become doors through which others find healing. You are not here by accident. I drew you to this moment because I see the depths of your heart and the storms you carry. As you hear these words, feel my presence circle you like a gentle shield, closer than your breath, nearer than your anxious thoughts, whispering hope where fear nested. You are in the exact place to receive what your soul has cried for in silent nights. This word is not generic encouragement. It is your Creator reaching into your life to align you, unveiling purpose that outshines confusion. Let curiosity rise. Today is a pivot. What if the ache you hid behind tired smiles was the doorway to my greater movement? Light will break through, not by striving, but by surrender. Every circumstance led you to this encounter with the fullness you hunger for. The aches you numbed are not overlooked. I see them and understand their weight. I will reveal why I allowed what pressed you so hard. There is revelation ahead if you lean in a little closer, my child. There is warfare for your peace. The enemy hunted your joy to make you small. Don't underestimate how much this moment matters. Things pressing on your soul are not mere coincidence. They are signals of my approach, an invitation to trust my timing amid the unknown. You may think this is minor, but in the unseen, destiny shifts with every heartbeat that listens. I am ready to pull you out of cycles that left you empty. No love in this world compares to mine. You've chased validation and security, but nothing satisfies the longing my presence fills. Even in doubt, I loved you without withdrawing. Loosen the grip on your self-protections. There is so much I want to show you about the burden you carry. Do you feel the tension in your shoulders, the brace for disappointment? Breathe with me. Let your inhale be an act of faith that I wrap you even when evidence feels absent. Exhale the scarcity stories that stole your joy. My nearness is not performance-based, but anchored in unbreakable commitment. I do not abandon those I love. You are not wandering unseen in shadows. I trace every step, redeeming even wasted detours. Pause now. Place your hand over your heart and feel the rhythm I sustain. In this quiet moment, feel the gentle rhythm beneath your hand. That steady pulse is the life I placed inside you, purpose stitched into every second, no matter what you're walking through. Can you sense the warmth rising slowly, the soft whisper that you have never been left alone? Hold on to this feeling, because the coming days will try to distract you. Doubt will speak loudly. Shame will try to paint your identity. But I have already named you with a word that stands above all others. You are chosen. You are loved. Nothing can undo my devotion to you. I know what's stirring in your mind. How do I know this is real? The ache you carry seems louder than promise. A quiet fear clings to the edges of your hope, whispering that nothing will ever shift, that waiting will be your entire story, that breakthrough belongs to others but not to you. I see those fears, and I don't dismiss them. They came from wounds, from long stretches of silence, from seasons that felt endless. But hear me clearly. My silence has never meant absence. It has been strategy, not neglect. In the quiet, I have been shaping a change that could not be rushed. The breakthrough you stopped expecting has already begun to take form. Notice your breath rising and falling. The air around you is alive with the possibility of new beginnings. I have never stepped away from you, not even when you questioned my motives. Again and again, I have chosen you. You're no longer the person you were yesterday. Seeds of renewal are breaking open beneath the soil of your struggle. Trust the slow work, for it is in hidden places that resurrection becomes strongest. You will soon understand why painful moments were permitted. They are the soil for beauty you've never even imagined. Hear me plainly now. You are not meant to carry what broke you. Place every shattered piece into my hands. Let your limitations become the canvas for my strength. When you finally stop trying to fix yourself, you create room for my spirit to move freely. Rest here, knowing I find joy in holding you, not in condemning you. My arms have always been a shelter that cannot be shaken. Stop measuring your worth by what you battle or by what you win. I called you worthy before you ever struggled, before you ever stumbled. That truth has never changed. Even now, the atmosphere around you is shifting. You might feel it as a lighter breath, a soft heat in your palms, a clarity cutting through the fog. That isn't imagination. That's my spirit assuring your heart that help is close. Doors you assumed were permanently closed. Watch as they begin to open. You'll recognize that it's me because I will confirm it gently but unmistakably. Today, as you move through simple tasks, you'll feel an unexplainable peace calm what once felt chaotic. That will be my signature on your day. You who carry so much inside, do not let shame steal your voice anymore. The enemy has tried to mark you as forgotten, rejected, too messy to love. But I call you restored. Every scar, every regret, every lie folded into your mind loses its power under the weight of my truth. You are not beyond repair. My sacrifice speaks mercy over every accusation. Say it now, even if your voice trembles. I am loved, I am chosen, I am whole. Let these words become the language of your soul, replacing every verdict that once felt final. Where you felt disqualified, I am rewriting your story with relentless grace. You might feel yourself wanting to pull away again, retreat into familiar numbness or old defenses. Don't close the door I'm opening in front of you. Take a step, even a shaky one, into the embrace I've been holding out to you all along. There is so much more inside you that I want to uncover. Strength you haven't recognized. Hope you thought had died. Identity untouched by failure. This isn't the end. This is the beginning, and the path ahead contains more goodness than you can imagine. Breathe in once more. Remind your heart that I am here. I am not finished with you. I'm preparing to reveal something that will awaken a boldness you forgot lived inside you. Keep your heart open. I will speak again. You are here by intention, not accident. Every moment of your life, even the chapters drenched in disappointment, has led you to this invitation. I call you to me, not out of duty, but out of deep longing for closeness. My voice comes softly yet strong, weaving peace through the noise that unsettles your mind. You've searched for answers in so many places, and though you doubt that rest can truly be yours, I break those doubts apart even now. My presence surrounds you like breath, closer than any thought. In the quiet, if you allow yourself just one deep inhale, you'll feel the shift within. Let that be your anchor as you continue walking with me. Pause, child. Place your hand over your heart and feel the rhythm I set long ago. That silent beat has measured every step you've taken. You are not sustained by chance. My intention upholds you. When anxiety whispers that you've missed your moment, hear my voice instead. I wrote your days and no detour removes you from my reach. Breathe deeply. I am here in your uncertainty, covering you. And there is so much more of me that you've yet to encounter. You wonder if my quietness means distance, but even in silence, I've been speaking. My voice is the calm that settles over your thoughts when fear rises. It's the warmth across your chest, the subtle knowing that escapes words. Part of you wants to believe, but another part recoils from old disappointments. Bring those doubts into the light. Truth stands unshaken by every lie you've carried. You are never too broken, never too late, never beyond my restoration. The pain you wish you could erase carries purpose you haven't glimpsed yet. Today I plant seeds of fresh understanding within you. In the next 72 hours, you will hear a word from someone unexpected, from a friend, or even from your own lips that will unlock peace you thought you had lost. You'll know it's my doing because a softness will wash through you, replacing the old ache, and you'll remember this moment. Feel that growing expectation inside. That restlessness is not anxiety, it's the signal of new beginnings. I am doing something in you that cannot be undone. Every limitation spoken over your life, I am breaking them gently, one by one. The voice that told you you're unworthy, that you must earn your value, that voice was never mine. The enemy struck at your vulnerable moments, trying to brand you as not enough. But truth remains. Nothing you do or fail to do can revoke my love sealed over your life. Beloved, let the resistance inside you soften. Your trembling does not disqualify you. It reveals how deeply I'm working beneath the surface. Yes, there is a battle for your peace. So many voices competing for your attention, but my voice outlasts them. My love outloves them. You've wondered, what if nothing really changes? Listen closely. Even now, things are shifting in places you cannot see. The disappointment buried deep, pulsing beneath your habits and reactions. I'm loosening it gently and replacing its bitterness with mercy. My nearness isn't a theory, it's a shelter, a covering you can enter at any moment. I have seen every tear you wiped away before anyone noticed. Every prayer whispered through clenched teeth. Not a single syllable has gone unseen. I gather them all, and I weave beauty out of what once felt meaningless. I know you question my kindness at times. Bring that doubt into the open. Honesty is the ground where trust grows. Exhale now. Notice the release in your chest when you acknowledge what you feel. That is my spirit encouraging you not to hide from your pain, but to let me into the places where hurt has ruled. Already the heaviness is lifting. Welcome the gentleness, even if it feels unfamiliar. I'm not pushing you past your wounds. Healing in my presence is never rushed. I celebrate your courage to stay open, to let my love touch the parts of you that have been numb for too long. You, my chosen one, are marked for renewal. Many before you have stood trembling in this space between hope and despair, wondering if freedom was possible. Their stories became testimonies, and yours will too. Place your hand on your heart again. Remember, you are not who you once were. Every time you return to this still place with me, another stone is laid in the foundation of your future, one you cannot yet see. Breathe deeply. Let your awareness move beneath the swirl of thoughts. Feel my steadying hand over your racing heartbeat, over the tension in your shoulders. My ancient promise, ever new, whispers, you do not walk alone. Let this settle around you like a warm mantle. I'm preparing a shift, not always around you, but always within you. Where chaos lived, my peace is taking its place. I know there are memories you avoid, words spoken over you that linger painfully. I gather every one, removing their poison and replacing it with strength. I have never defined you by failure, only by love. This is where lies lose their hold. Say it again. I am loved. I am chosen. I am not forgotten. Feel the current beneath the calm. That's awakening. My spirit stirring as your mind slowly releases its grip. You doubt your resilience, but I am more resilient still, and I place that same resilience inside you. Stay with me. There is more to reveal. Tomorrow morning, clarity will rise like light breaking through fog. Not because everything changes, but because you will see through my eyes. Peace will greet you before the day begins. When it does, pause and remember, this is how transformation grows. Precious one, don't shrink from the tenderness I'm offering. I know vulnerability has cost you before. You learn to guard your heart, to expect disappointment, to brace for loss. But with me, you can release that armor. Feel your defenses loosen. You are safe here, held, protected, surrounded by mercy. As you read these words, notice how your breath has softened, how urgency fades. The world constantly demands more of you. But I invite you not to strive, but to rest, to dwell, to simply be. In my nearness, the pressure lifts and wonder takes its place. This pause is not wasted. It is where destiny reshapes itself. You are standing at the doorway of new life. Even if all you feel is exhaustion, in my kingdom emptiness is the doorway to awakening. Offer me what feels insufficient, and I will pour out abundance, not always as you expect, but always beyond what you imagined. My hand remains steady over your life. Believe again, even trembling faith is enough for me to breathe life into. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it is moving forward while fear whispers. And in that courage, I walk beside you. There is something about your story I want to show you. The pain that tried to break you will become a testimony, not for shame, but for healing. Healing for others you have yet to meet. Stay close. You will see it unfold. That breeze on your face, it's not just air. Take another breath and know each inhale is a gift. A reminder that I am closer than your whispering thoughts. Beloved, you wrestle with questions in the quiet hours, your mind replaying past failures like a looping refrain. You wonder if you've been overlooked, if your voice has been lost in the noise of the world. Hear me. I have never misplaced your name. I call you chosen. When you exhale, know this is a holy exchange. Your anxiety for my peace, your confusion for my steadiness. Doubt tries to scrape at your worth. Place your hand over your heart. Feel that rhythm, ordained by me. I am the one who authorizes your existence, who marked you as mine long before pain tried to rename you. Breathe in the certainty that you are seen. There is a battle you fought in secret, and your tears have not disappeared into nothing. I've collected each one, the longings left unanswered, the prayers spoken into silence. They have all been heard. I do not waste suffering, even when it feels like I am still. Pause. Feel the weight of this truth. I am working in the unseen places, and breakthrough will come in ways you never anticipated. Soon you will notice a shift, a softened memory, a peaceful moment in the middle of a draining task. You'll know it's me because the rest you feel will not come from circumstances, but from surrendering your restlessness in the middle of the unknown. Close your eyes for a breath. Hear my whisper. You are mine. I am with you. Let that assurance wrap your fears in warmth when the world grows cold. There is more for you than simply enduring each day. I invite you into fullness, not survival. What felt like delay was preparation, not denial. I've been tending the soil of your heart for a transformation that will impact generations. Hope again. The risk of hoping is small compared to the joy waiting on the other side of surrender. You replay old mistakes, thinking revisiting them protects you from disappointment. But hear this, your past is not your prophecy. The enemy wanted to chain you to regret, but I have declared resurrection over the barren places. When you believe you are too broken, recognize that lie's source. It was whispered in your weakest moment. I speak another truth. You are not too far gone. You are being reborn even now. My sacrifice speaks louder than your shame. Say it again, I am whole. Speaking it aligns your vision with mine, not as someone barely surviving, but flourishing under my care. Let your breath slow. Feel your shoulders loosen, the warmth rising, the tears forming. None of that is randomness. These are signs that my presence is calming your storm. You are not abandoned. I am closer than ever, intertwining restoration into every wounded part. Beauty is opening in places you once avoided. I know hope feels risky. Disappointment has taught you to brace yourself. But courage is choosing me even in fear. Let go of what you can't control. When you lower your defenses, you create space for me to move. Feel that opening within your spirit. Even now, doubt tries to say you're not the one I choose, but you are exactly who my heart reaches for. You, with your questions, weaknesses, and longing. You are why I linger here, inviting you to release what you buried beneath years of protection. Draw in a deep breath. What if hope doesn't disappoint you this time? What if the real change is already happening inside, thought by thought, moment by moment? The first signs won't be external. They will be subtle, inner peace rising through the cracks. You'll know it's me, because weariness will slowly give way to anticipation, and the heaviness you've carried will begin to lift. Thousands have walked a path like yours, but your story is uniquely yours. The breakthrough I bring will carry the fragrance of your life redeemed, unlike anyone else's. Stop comparing. Others' timing doesn't dictate mine for you. I'm not guided by urgency, but by love. And my timing is flawless, crafted for your good, not your temporary comfort. Let this truth settle deeply. I am not disappointed in you. Not when you stumble, not when you doubt, not when you fall short. Your struggle does not repel me. It draws me closer. The sigh you release when overwhelmed, the tear you hide, all of them pull my heart toward you. In your lowest moments, my attention grows even more tender. You, little one, are deeply seen in ways you never believed possible. Nothing you feel or hide escapes my understanding. This is not flattery, it is truth. You worry you cannot meet the calling you sense, that the standard is too high. Shame whispers you aren't worthy. Hear me, your worth is established by my embrace, not your performance. Your obedience flows from love, not obligation. My acceptance was never in question. Rest now. Tonight, when stillness settles, you may feel peace suddenly soften your thoughts. Regret will loosen, and gratitude will rise. This is my answer to longings you haven't even spoken. Watch this week. A word from someone will silence an old inner argument. You'll know it's me when the heaviness lifts and clarity follows. Let gratitude rise now. Name even one thing, one breath. This is where hope grows. When you acknowledge my small gifts, warmth, relief, unexpected laughter, you water seeds of resurrection. No moment is too ordinary for my presence to fill. Breathe deeply. You are not running out of time. You are right on schedule with me. The road ahead is open. I am preparing new paths, new invitations into deeper communion. Doors inside your heart you thought sealed will open. There is more I want to reveal about myself and about your purpose. Let your breathing slow again. Those lingering questions: can healing reach the deepest hidden wounds? I see how your hope flickers, bright then dim, but never extinguished. My presence doesn't depend on your strength. I am near always, attentive to every sigh, every longing, every hidden tear. Feel my nearness now, not as an idea, but as love with weight and substance. Place your hand over your chest. Feel the life I've given. You are not random. You are crafted with intention, shaped by sacrifice, held by commitment that does not waver. The lie says your wounds make you less, but I am rebuilding you. New life is rising from the ashes of disappointment. Feel the warmth beneath your hand. That's restoration in motion. You've carried a heavy burden for so long it feels part of you. You wonder if this is permanent, if your moment has passed. Hear me. What seems closed is not final. I reopen doors no one can seal. Even lost time will be redeemed. You are not overlooked. The journey you feared disqualified you is the ground where I am growing new strength. Breathe slowly. Picture anxiety leaving and my peace taking its place. Let your shoulders drop. You don't have to create calm. Simply open your hands and let me hold what you cannot carry. You ask, how can I rebuild after so much loss? I see the weight of your grief. Loss is never small to me. Every tear is counted. Every sleepless night is sacred. But hear my declaration: loss will not define you. I am ushering in a new beginning even while grief lingers. Though your vision is blurred by exhaustion, I see beyond the valley. You are stepping into a season scented with resurrection. Watch closely. Tomorrow, a new idea will spark. A glimpse of hope. You'll know it's me because it expands something inside you. Feel how the ground supports your body right now. That groundedness reflects my stability. My promises don't shift with your emotions. I am the rock beneath every shaking circumstance. Some people will tell you to try harder or ignore your questions, but I invite you to bring every part of yourself, angry, tired, doubting, into my light. I do not shrink back from your mess. My embrace does not weaken when you confess your struggle. Instead, I pull you closer with compassion. Let your heart rest in this reality. You are not who you used to be. Even if change feels small, your spirit is being shaped into resilience and compassion. Growth isn't about speed, it's about direction. Many have walked this path before, trembling as you do, and found themselves transformed by my steady presence. You are part of this awakening, people choosing honesty over hiding, courage over retreat, surrender over control. That pressure you feel, the belief that you must fix everything alone, is a lie whispered in your darkest hours. The enemy wants you to feel isolated, convinced you're reaching for me is pointless. But truth stands. You are surrounded. My nearness is not earned. Even in your faltering, I hold you tighter. Say it aloud: I am not alone. My Creator is with me. I am stirring dreams within you again. Embers long cold are glowing. Don't ignore the gentle pull in your spirit. I'm not asking for impressive confidence, only honest surrender. Lay down the weapons of control and fear. In your releasing, space opens for awakening. This week, joy will surprise you. A laugh, a moment, a song. It won't be forced. It will feel like undeserved abundance. You'll know it's me because peace will fill the space where fear used to shout. Yes, part of you may question if it can last, but peace is your inheritance, and I am determined to give it to you. I'm not rushing your healing. I value process. I cherish every moment you choose honesty and hope. Type yes if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. My delight isn't in your perfection. It's in your willingness to draw near. Notice how shame is loosening its grip as you breathe. You sit a little taller, don't you? That subtle shift within you. That is the beginning of breakthrough. Soon you will understand why the things that hurt most were allowed. The groundwork for your breakthrough is being laid even in nights heavy with fatigue. Keep your heart open. Lean into my voice calling you forward. This is just the start of what I'm unfolding. You lean in now, spirit awake, heart trembling between pain and hope. Notice how your body responds as these words reach you. The breath that deepens, the flutter in your chest, that is where your spirit meets mine. Place your hand over your heart again. Feel the truth. You are not alone in this room. I am the unseen presence drawing close as the world grows softer. When fear begins to loosen, that familiar warmth, that's me. I am nearer than your thoughts, closer than your breath, holding all your unspoken longing. I see your search for proof that I'm working. I see the days you question your progress, wondering if any of it matters, or if your waiting is producing anything but emptiness. You wonder why I don't sweep in with instant change. Hear me. It's not because I want you to suffer. It's because I am walking each step with you, so you recognize my voice not only in miracles, but also in moments others overlook. There is something sacred being forged in you, a courage that circumstances cannot take. Don't rush the ache. In surrender, my light fills the cracks and restores what looked beyond repair. Feel the peace beneath your anxiety, that unexplainable strength humming inside. I know the voice that says you're too far gone. The enemy has layered shame onto your heart for too long, twisting every delay into a lie. But hear truth. You are not defined by scars or mistakes. My voice overrules every accusation. My sacrifice speaks louder than your failures. Say it again. I am redeemed. I am held. I am not who I was. Feel your heart shift as you claim this new identity. Burdens are losing their grip. I've been sowing joy and resilience where despair once grew. Transformation rarely arrives with thunder. It often slips in through vulnerability. Through choosing trust after heartbreak, through gratitude in unanswered seasons. Thousands have reached this threshold thinking they were alone, only to discover that surrender became their strength. Think of the moment you almost gave up, the darkness you survived. It wasn't luck, it was my steady hand guiding you when you could not see. You don't need to control every wave. Reach for me, even with fading hope, and I will steady you. Feel the tension releasing from your shoulders? That is my peace moving where words fail. I cover your vulnerabilities and transform them into testimonies of faithfulness. Let this pause settle over you. Inhale slowly. Let your exhale carry doubt away. Let that breath become prayer, declaring you belong to a love that never punishes with silence. You are known. You are pursued. Even in your hiding places, I find you with kindness. Today, expect a moment of unexpected warmth. Maybe a smile, a memory softened, a calm over fear. You'll know it's me because for a moment you will feel anchored and safe. Let that moment root you. Return to it when fear resurfaces. I've been dismantling comparison in your life. The lie that you must perform to be worthy, I'm removing it. You are already precious, already anointed. A change is happening now, a gentle rebellion against every voice that demanded you become someone else. You are fully seen, celebrated. I will not let you remain trapped by impossible standards. Trust my timing. even when it confuses you. Delay never equals denial. I'm shaping your inner world into strength and wisdom. Your pain is becoming compassion, your scars invitations to deeper purpose. I'm preparing you to carry hope into places you once feared. Your healing is not just for you, it is a lantern for others. You may not feel like a light yet, but I am kindling you from within. Everything you've overcome will shine through you. And I am still working, still unfolding more. Stay present. More is coming. You've carried battles no one sees. You've sat in rooms full of laughter, hiding your ache. But I have seen it all. Nothing slips past my heart. There's something shifting in you now. If you slow down, you'll feel it. The air feels heavy with expectancy. That is my spirit drawing nearer, asking you to surrender the hidden corners of your heart. You may think, this isn't for me. The enemy wants to chain you with shame. But I call you by name, not by failure. I sing over your scars until they begin healing. Place your hand on your heart. Feel that life? My gift. I wash shame from you now. I am not ashamed of you. In me, nothing is wasted. Nothing disqualifies you. Feel the stillness settling. That is my voice telling you, you are not disqualified. You are not the sum of your mistakes. You are mine, beloved, chosen. Say it again, I am chosen. Watch how lies crumble as truth settles deeper. Today expect a moment, maybe in a reflection or in someone's eyes, where acceptance rises within you. That will be my vision of you breaking through. The story over your life is changing. This is transformation, quiet, powerful, real. Pain is loosening, joy is making room. You're becoming resilient, not by avoiding battles, but by receiving strength no darkness can overpower. Remember how I stayed with you in every season, even when you doubted my care. Your questions never scare me, bring them closer. The more open you are, the deeper the intimacy grows. You fear losing control if you fully let go, but surrender isn't losing. It's trusting that I can do more with your yielded heart than you could ever do alone. Watch as peace settles where anxiety once ruled. Don't hurry this process. Let hope come gently. Others around the world are experiencing the same awakening. You are not alone. Feel the warmth rising in your spirit. This is covering, protection, love wrapping around you. That anticipation in your chest is me stirring what's been dormant. This week, peace will visit you unexpectedly. A breath, a pause, a knowing. That's me revealing who you truly are. See yourself through my eyes. The accusations haunting your nights were never my voice. The pressure to prove your worth was never my requirement. I chose you at your weakest. My love does not fluctuate. Notice how your breathing softens. That shelter rising inside you, that's my presence. Some wounds are still tender. I honor that. Healing takes time. Each day you let me near, another layer of hurt lifts. You are being prepared for more than you imagine. You will be a wellspring for others. Your wounds becoming wisdom, your empathy a compass. You may not feel like a beacon yet, but I am lighting you from within. The darkness you endured will shine as testimony. I am establishing deep roots in this season, preparing the joy and breakthrough that will soon bloom. Feel that quiet stirring inside you. Let yourself want more. Don't be embarrassed by that hunger. What I began in you is not unfinished. There are rooms in your heart you thought too wounded to open. I am unlocking them gently, breathing life into those hidden places. You are being rebuilt from the inside out. The best is still ahead, beloved. This is not the end. It is the beginning of a grander awakening. The horizon is changing. You will see it. You will feel it in the steadiness of your steps. You are not walking this path alone. There is something unfolding just beyond your sight, and I will walk you there, hand in hand. You may not know how powerful a single moment of surrender can be. As you listen now, I approach you with a tenderness that softens every defense you've learned to carry. I ask for that guarded place inside you. I see how your heart tightens, how you brace for disappointment. Those walls were built stone by stone from hurts that never fully healed. I am not here to smash them down with force. I will melt them with a love so persistent it makes what felt permanent begin to shift. Do you feel the invitation beneath these words? It is quiet, not demanding. I wait for your yes, even if it comes as a trembling whisper. Pause. Breathe with me. Let each inhale draw you closer into presence. I am not distant, not a detached observer, but close, touching the air around you with affection. That warmth you notice when you soften your belief, however small, is my spirit working on what life has hardened. You stand at the threshold between what was and what I am preparing. Breathe. Notice the flutter of anticipation rising and falling inside you, as if your body remembers hope even when your mind is tired. There is a shift in the atmosphere because I am doing what you cannot do for yourself. Doubts may rush in. Why would I speak to you? How could this be true after so many disappointments? I receive you in every state of belief and doubt. Faith is not the absence of fear. It's the courage to reach out again and let yourself be held while old echoes whisper betrayal. That's why I repeat what your heart needs to hear. You are chosen, not because your story is tidy or your faith perfect, but because I see the essence of who I made you to be. Where shame ruled, I declare you worthy in a language only your soul recognizes. You might want to pull back, to return to the numb safety you know. Don't. I am not asking you to unclench your fists by force. Simply notice the tension and let my gentleness begin its work. What if you let go for this moment? What if release, not striving, opens the door to the breakthrough you've been seeking? Let your shoulders drop. Feel the weight you carry. In the quiet, dare to trust me with it. You've been carrying so much alone. You were never meant to carry it unaided. There is something sacred in the space between your pain and promise. You are standing there now. Countless others have waited at this edge, hearts pounding, fear threatening to drown hope, and discovered my faithfulness was the bridge they thought didn't exist. Are you willing to see suffering as the birthplace of strength? Your wounds are not wasted. I am shaping them into doors through which healing will enter, not just for you, but so others can recognize their story in yours. When circumstances look unchanged, know this: I am not idle. My timing is deliberate. The silence you mistake for absence is often the work happening beneath the surface. There is more happening within you than around you. Soon those hidden roots will break through into your life. In the next few days you may notice, in the middle of a routine frustration, an unexpected calm that interrupts anxious thoughts. You'll know it's me because it will feel both surprising and familiar, like a memory of tenderness your soul always held. I am not intimidated by the messiness of your process. I enter brokenness and bring order through love, not control. Hiding the less presentable parts of your heart only delays the healing I long to give. There is no secret in you I have not already seen and loved. Name your shame, even silently. The more honestly you come, the more freedom you will taste. Confession becomes song in my hands. Say with me, I am not my past. I am not the sum of failures or regrets. I am becoming who I was made to be. Beloved, chosen, Let the tears come if they need to. Release is not weakness. It's a sign that realignment has begun. I have not turned away from your sorrow. In those quiet places when grief spilled unseen, I was closer than your next breath. I have been working in the background, excavating roots of fear and inadequacy that choked your identity. You rise every morning when you choose even a little bit of belief that participation is resurrection. It often unfolds quietly, slow and steady, with unstoppable momentum. Can you feel a change in the air? My presence is filling the silence and infusing what felt empty with durable hope. Voices from the past may have told you you are too much or not enough. After failure, rejection, being overlooked, I say you are exactly who I intended, and my grace defines your worth. Let my words settle. I am worthy. I am wanted. I am loved. Each time you speak this truth, the lies lose grasp and the truth sinks deeper. Right now, notice your heartbeat. That steady thump testifies you are alive, still precious, still called. This is my signature written on you. You are wrapped in a nearness that never wavers. Even when you felt abandoned, I held your story with tenderness, guiding detours toward a destiny not undone by human error. What if beauty is rising from the ashes of disappointment? What if your breaking was not punishment, but the cracking that allows more life in? I waste nothing. In my hands, broken dreams become vessels for more joy, more wisdom, deeper companionship with me. One day, you will look back and see this chapter as the birthplace of fearless hope. Settle into stillness. You are not falling behind. Even in waiting, you are being positioned for an awakening. This metamorphosis isn't measured by outward change, but by courage growing inside you. Trust the process. Feel my hand supporting you as you open what's long been closed. You may discover sooner than you expect that foundations I'm laying in secret will uphold every promise to come. Something is being prepared that will need the full strength of who you are becoming. Are you ready to step forward, even trembling, into the light I'm revealing? Do you realize what I'm doing in you now? Even here, the ground beneath your soul is shifting. You might notice a flutter, hope mixed with fear, excitement tangled with uncertainty. That is transformation. My hand is shaping your life more intentionally than your anxious thoughts can follow. I don't lose track of you for a single heartbeat. I sculpt you in shadows and reshape you with light. There is more to reveal about who you're becoming. The journey hasn't reached its summit. Feel the power building beneath the surface. Pause. Breathe with me. Inhale and let tension fall. Every time you let my presence wrap you, this is not fleeting feeling. It is the eternal meeting your deepest need. My presence rises like gentle water that fills every empty place, saturating the hardest parts of your heart. Do you sense that stillness? That is me holding you, drawing out truths buried under pain. There's a secret about your struggle you're almost ready to see. You are awakening to parts of yourself the world tried to silence. The enemy called you too much, too sensitive, too broken, but I gathered your tears in every season of rejection and kept whispering what you needed. You are chosen. You are not abandoned. You are mine. Allow every lie lodged in your thoughts to be exposed. When you believed you'd never be enough, an ancient accusation stole your birthright. I declare this your season of vindication. My beloved, you will feel me confront that lie. Some of you will hear me in dreams tonight, a voice carrying certainty, not condemnation. Notice the desire rising inside you to step into unfamiliar places I'm opening. Don't turn from it. That longing is holy. It marks you for a larger purpose. This week you will sense an unexpected peace during a routine task, a subtle warmth settling into your bones at an ordinary moment. When it comes, pause. Let gratitude flow. Say, I recognize you, God. This is your nearness, unmistakable and real. Your brokenness is not a defeat, but a vessel for resurrection. I commission you now to carry this awakening where light has not yet reached. I am sending people across your path who need the fragrance of hope you carry. You won't need to force influence. Let compassion overflow and watch hearts thaw. This is legacy. This is impact. You may doubt your readiness to share healing with others while your heart still aches. Beloved child, hear this. Readiness is not perfection. What you call weakness, I call willingness. My power shows up through trembling hands, shaking voices, and offerings born from surrender. I don't require fearlessness. I ask for your yes even as you tremble. Your presence covered by my spirit answers prayers you don't know were asked. Trust me, a metamorphosis has begun. You're moving from survival to significance. Place your hand on your heart and say, I am loved, I am chosen, I am being changed. Feel your pulse under your palm. Each thump testifies to my faithfulness. My nearness isn't wishful thinking. It is the most real thing in this universe. Thousands have stood where you stand at the crossroads of surrender and fear. Those who leaned into my voice found a confidence that stands through storms. You are joining a movement of the awakened. People defined not by wounds but by the glory of my touch. Even when memories or doubts try to drag you back, hear this, you are not who you were. The resurrection life planted inside you pushes through old trauma. Beauty is overtaking ashes. The best is not behind you, it is breaking forth, seated in sacrifice and watered by unseen acts of trust. Nothing has been wasted, not pain, loss, nor long waits. My promise stands. Do you feel expectation stirring? I placed a seed in you. Let it grow. Stop measuring possibility by past experiences. My ways outpace understanding and defy limits others set. Doors you stopped believing for are being prepared invisibly now. When circumstances align, you'll know it's me, because the opening will fit the hidden desires of your heart. You are being restored, not only to wholeness, but to wonder. One day, you'll recognize mercy's fingerprints across chapters you wanted erased. You are safe, held. A new wave of courage is coming on the sound of your own surrender. Will you let it carry you? There's more ahead than you've dared to hope. A holy momentum builds. The shift has begun, but isn't complete. Expect a deeper revelation of my love soon. And in that revealing, you will reflect hope for many who've lost vision. Don't close your heart. There's much more I long to show you. As the weight presses on your spirit, pause and notice the world for a moment. Breathe in oxygen and remember you still live inside the embrace of my breath. My nearness is not an idea. As your heart pounds and questions rise, I am occupying this present with you. I never let you drift out of reach. You are covered by a shelter no darkness can penetrate. Rest. The battle for your peace is not lost. Even when defeat seems loud, my victory over the enemy's accusations stands unchanged. You walk inside that triumph. You may wonder if transformation is possible for someone scarred and weary. Today I declare the old lie powerless. You are not too damaged or too late. Your wounds do not disqualify you. The enemy whispered that lie the moment your heart broke. My hand traced every crack with purpose. I call you chosen and anointed, not despite what you endured, but because I make beauty rise from devastation. Let this truth sink into your bones. My blood speaks louder than regret. I call you redeemed. You haven't missed your moment. I am redeeming lost time. That ache in your chest? It's me waking hope you thought dead. Place your hand over your heart and breathe. Let each breath carry a quiet agreement. I am not who I was. Feel the shift as you tune attention away from shame's voice and toward my declaration. Whisper, even softly, I am made whole. Feel how that confession chips old chains. Thousands before you stood on this same edge and felt a tremor of possibility. You belong to a people who trust relentless mercy more than flawless history. There's no shame in your struggle. It's the birthplace of resurrection. What resists your breakthrough most fiercely is often the threshold of newness. Part of you hesitates. What if I let go and nothing changes? Ask instead, what if everything already has? Let go of needing to see with your eyes before you release the burdens I never asked you to carry. I'm teaching you to trust in shadows as well as sunlight, to walk steady when the path is hidden. Breathe in my promise. Exhale what was never yours to hold. Let stubborn fears rise and fall with your breath. Do not force yourself away from discomfort. Invite me into the trembling place where you feel most fragile. I am building an unshakable foundation. I see you fully, fiercely, without reservation. Even when you feel overlooked, misunderstood, or abandoned, I claim you. I gather every fractured piece of identity you left behind and restore you with dignity unknown to the world. Feel that stirring. A gentle heat blooming across your chest, a prickling behind your eyes. That is my presence. Let it anchor you. Notice how your breathing steadies as you realize you are not alone. There are gifts dormant in you, skills, callings, ways to love and serve suppressed by fear. This week, you will sense fresh courage when you least expect it. In a conversation where you usually shrink back, your voice will find strength. You will know it's me because a peace will ripple through your body and boldness will align with your words. I am removing limits from your heart, emboldening you beyond previous boundaries. Listen, old cycles are breaking. Be still and hear your heartbeat. It drums the rhythm of the freedom I authored. Give up the anxiety you've carried like a shadow. Picture handing that weight into my outstretched hand and opening your arms for peace. This exchange happens beneath words, with more sighing than striving. Be still. You are safe. I know what the world demands. I also know the secret dreams you crushed to avoid disappointment. Bring them to me. Lay down the list of failures the enemy recited to silence you. I turn disappointment into soil where hope grows strong. Your story isn't rewritten by shame, but by relentless grace and restoration. Each scar marks you as a vessel of glory yet to be revealed. Sometimes you avoid silence because you fear what you'll hear. Fear my voice will condemn or be absent. I am not silent. In stillness I speak. Movements of your spirit, a warmth as you rest, peaceful thoughts invading sorrow. Can you sense the atmospheric shift now? This is fullness, not emptiness. Say my name. Let its authority quiet every accusation. My name is a fortress for the weary and the bold. Don't confuse humility with hiding or meekness with powerlessness. I have called you not only to endure, but to awaken and rise clothed in courage, marked for impact beyond your imagination. Pause. Consider that your greatest weakness may be the soil for my glory. The world tells you to disqualify yourself for every flaw. I delight in those who know their need and surrender it. I search for hearts laid bare, willing to exchange fear for trust, exhaustion for my endless strength. Would you risk opening your deepest sorrow now? I promise to meet you there and turn drought into overflow, ashes into beauty. Your longing for belonging is more than a wish. It's an imprint of heaven, a fragment of my pursuit. When loneliness presses, remember you are not abandoned. I am training you to feel a pulse of connection that no circumstance can sever. Soon you will look back and see that what you thought would destroy you became milestones of becoming. I waste nothing. I gather sorrow and shape it into hope. Keep your expectations awake. The next movement in your story will come quietly. A conversation, a moment of peace, a night of rest. You'll know it's me because joy will rise where you least expect it. Are you ready to let go of the script disappointment wrote for you? Your identity isn't written by rejection, but by my acceptance. I am rewriting how you see yourself even now. This is not the end. What I see ahead for you is far more extraordinary than the battles behind. There is more to reveal, more to restore. Keep your heart open. Beloved, I draw you near with a closeness that fills the air. Do you sense it? This is not a distant memory. This is our now. You carried burdens that seemed like they would break you, and yet here you are, upheld by my unseen hand, stronger than you know. Old wounds have not disqualified you. Each mark is being transformed by love into proof of perseverance and faithfulness. I have been mending you from the inside out through stillness and storms, never turning away. Take a breath and place your hand over your heart. Feel the rhythm beneath your skin, a song placed in you before time began. It testifies you are alive in me, created for a purpose that cannot be erased. Let go of doubts that haunt you. Hear me. You are not too far gone. You have not missed your destiny. I redeem time and restore what you thought lost. There are no wasted years here, only raw material for resurrection. You have asked with desperation when the season of waiting will end. You look for a sign that change is coming. Know this moment is a threshold. You are crossing over. This week, in an ordinary task, peace will come and you will pause, knowing it is me. Let that be evidence of the shift underway. You may have believed your pain would always speak the loudest in your story. Let me speak louder. The enemy said your scars prove you failed, but now they are places where my power flows most freely. Say it aloud. I am loved. I am chosen. I am whole. Let these words settle not as distant promises, but as identity reawakened. You may not see all the answers yet, but you feel wind changing. Trust that inclination. Your breakthrough is not only external, it is the rising of courage, hope, endurance, and compassion within you. You are being prepared for more than relief. You are being commissioned for impact. The gifts ripening in hidden rooms of your heart will soon bear fruit. Others will taste. Breathe again. Hear me. I see you. I know you by name. I have called you, sealed you, anointed you, and set you apart. Others are awakening to this same truth. You are not alone. You are joined to an invisible, unbreakable family. Even when you doubt, your small flicker of faith can ignite destiny. Do not shrink from this calling. Rise not by striving, but by surrender. Let gratitude be your first language each morning and your final word each night. If grief or shame returns, remember I sit with you in the ashes until the dawn. I gather every tear and turn loss into legacy. You have not failed, you have been refined. This is the miracle unfolding. Old fears cannot come into this new chapter unless you invite them. Draw a sacred boundary now. Breathe and feel my confidence rise inside you. Tomorrow you will wake with clarity about a decision that once confused you. You'll know it's me because peace will hush competing voices. Hold fast to that certainty. I am making all things new in you. You are exactly where you are meant to be in this moment. Feel the pull that brought you here. This is not a mistake. I drew you into this encounter. Every breath you take now is under my gaze. There's meaning woven through your confusion, and my presence is closer than your skin. As you inhale, recognize these words are not just encouragement. They are my voice inviting you into awakening. What if today isn't just another day, but the threshold between heaviness and healing? Pause, sense the air shift. This invitation is sacred. I see how the weight presses down, unseen to passers-by. You have wrestled in silence with fears that grow in darkness, longing for a whisper that you are still noticed, still loved, still fought for. These longings are not weakness. I place them so you'd know no human affection can fill the ache meant for my love. You wonder if peace is possible when struggle grips you. I am dismantling every chain that tried to define you. The world does not know your worth, but I do. There is something I must reveal about your heaviness. Feel your chest rise and fall. Notice your heart's rhythm. Steady, strong even after all you've endured. Your fight has been noticed. Your tears were not wasted. I collect each one and am forming something beautiful from the pain that once threatened to undo you. This battle for your peace is real, and I am jealous to restore it. The adversary tried to fracture your identity and whisper your dreams expired. I am here, and in my nearness, every lie loses its bite. I know the secrets you fear to name and the anxious spirals that come at night. Feel my presence wrap your anxious heart. No flaw in you frightens me away. When you tremble, I draw closer. You were never meant to fight alone. If you reach out now and place your hand over your heart, you'll feel a warmth rising. That's not imagination. That's me stirring resurrection where numbness lived. Pause. Close your eyes for one breath. Slow down. This moment holds rebirth. Thousands have found peace here, not through striving, but through surrender. You are counted among them, not as a number, but as one uniquely precious to me. Don't let shame silence you. There is no condemnation here, only reconciliation, restoration, and belonging. You are cherished beyond understanding, and the proof is that you are still standing, still searching, still wrestling for hope. You survived what was meant to break you. Evidence of the greater work within. You will rebuild and reclaim joy that slipped away. The longing in you is not foolish. It's the seed I planted. Everything that tried to bury you has become soil for your resurrection. Feel your heartbeat again. Proof you are still here, chosen, loved. Let this moment expand. Healing doesn't rush. It welcomes surrender. I am working even when you feel nothing. I never leave, never grow weary of you, never turn away. A greater story is unfolding inside you, one that will astonish when it reaches full light. There is more I must show you about barren places in your life. Waiting, ache, longing, none wasted. I sculpt strength where you saw only brokenness. Trust my nearness, expect the unexpected. My way is unlike anything you've seen. Evidence of goodness will surround you in ways you can't yet imagine. You are here because my voice called you through ache and noise into this moment. You feel restlessness beneath your skin because something unseen is about to surface, like dawn against the horizon. Pause. Breathe, child. The tightness, the fluttering anticipation, the mix of longing and resistance, that's what happens when eternity touches now. I am closer than the air you breathe. My presence covers you unseen, but more real than doubts. Do you feel the heaviness lift a little? That's not an accident. I'm already dismantling fear's fortress. I see how you hold it together fiercely, hiding exhaustion, silencing questions at night. You don't have to pretend. Let the mask fall. Nothing you reveal makes me love you less. Every crack invites healing light. You may wonder if I am attentive among so many voices crying for help. My gaze is fixed on you. I see when tears stained your pillow and hear your whispered prayers. You are not overlooked. My awareness is complete. I remember details you've forgotten. I was in every shadow. I am here now in the light I bring. A part of you recoils, asking if it's safe to drop your guard. Trust calls you to the edge and asks you to leap. Will you let me hold you midair? You wonder how long to wait for ground to shift beneath weary hope. My timing is never late, and I hear your frustration. Sometimes waiting is the tool I use to widen your capacity for joy. The enemy says delay equals denial. I say delay is preparation. Each endurance shapes resilience and refines purpose, enlarging room for blessing. Stop comparing journeys. I alone set your rhythm. Detect my heartbeat in time with your next step. The pressure you feel is not punishment, but the pulse of transformation, even when unseen. Soon, scattered pieces will come together in breathtaking ways. Don't let the lie settle that you're too broken for restoration. The enemy whispered that after your deepest disappointment, but it wasn't my voice. I declare you are being remade. Every scar will become a doorway for others to find hope. My power flows into surrendered wounds. Touch the place that hurts now with your hand on your heart. Say, I am being restored. Feel warmth under your palm, evidence of my presence. New life is blooming into what seemed dead. You will testify to a resurrection, not merely recovery, but transformation. As you quiet yourself today, you will notice unexpected peace in an ordinary task. You'll know it's me because anxiety lifts and you breathe deeply. Let that be your sign. I am nearer than your next thought. When you sense peace, pause and acknowledge me. Whisper my name or simply exhale and trust. This trains you to live alert to my movements. A small shift, an inner warmth, a gentle call to release burdens you never meant to carry. Surrender may feel risky after broken promises, but I am not like those who failed you. Where human love falters, mine endures. Where others left, I remained. Every time you were let down, I drew closer to redeem the hurt. My faithfulness doesn't require your perfection. Regret is not my language. I step into brokenness the moment you invite me. My hands are steady. I never drop what I hold. Do you feel the whisper of hope? Nurture it. Speak softly. I am not who I was. This simple confession rejects shame's labels. You are not your failure, mistakes, or careless words. You are chosen. You are mine. My signature is written across your being. You are marked for a purpose that defies expectations. Let's disrupt the rhythm. Stop. Place your hand on your heart and breathe slowly. Hold it briefly. Release and notice tension easing. This isn't mere self-soothing, it's communion. Make these small acts sacred anchors to the present where I reveal myself most fully. Do it again whenever fear rises. Each breath loosens anxiety. You are safe. I've got you. Soon you will encounter confirmation of these words. Within the next 72 hours, someone will speak life into you in a way that mirrors what you're hearing now. You will recognize my hand in it because their words will touch the very struggle you've been carrying in silence. When it happens, don't dismiss it as chance. Pause and breathe in gratitude, knowing I'm arranging details to make sure you never question my closeness again. You are woven into something far bigger than you realize. Hearts are waking everywhere, rising with renewed courage, learning that surrender isn't an ending but the doorway to rebirth. I know the questions swirling inside you. What if nothing shifts? What if you trust again only to be disappointed? But what looks unchanged doesn't reveal what I'm rebuilding within you. True transformation begins beneath the surface, like roots stretching deep before a sprout ever breaks the ground. Don't overlook the small signs. Each time you choose to believe again, even with trembling hands, the process deepens. I waste nothing. No pain, no tear, no long night wrapped in doubt. Peace is settling over you now, like soft rain easing a restless mind. You can sense it, a quiet calm rising, an inner certainty strengthening. This is my gift, not an escape from challenges, but courage for the journey, anchored in my strength. Feel my presence wrapping gently around your confusion. Even with unanswered questions, know my wisdom is guiding every step. You are not wandering, you are being led. Watch how the days ahead unfold with unexpected kindness, subtle grace, and new hope stirring within you. Nothing in your story is discarded. I redeem it all. The path continues, and there is so much I long to show you about your purpose. Let your mind rest in these words. Even now, my compassion moves toward you like morning light rising. I know you sometimes wear a brave face while feeling unnoticed, but not once have I missed a moment. Not a breath, not a sigh, not a single tear. The weight you've carried is familiar, but it has never defined you. I lift burdens, I don't assign them. Let that truth anchor you. My presence has never faded. When shadows stretch long and silence presses hard, I am nearer than your next inhale. Feel your chest lighten as you allow my nearness to enter with every breath. Slow down. Don't rush this peace. You've wondered if heaviness will always linger, if your private battles disqualify you from the life I've promised. Hear this with fresh clarity. There is no disappointment in my gaze when I look at you. I see your beginning, your end, and every shaking step between. Let the lie fall away now. The enemy tried to twist your scars into evidence of abandonment. Instead, hear me clearly. Every scar is a window where my healing pours through most freely. Where others might withdraw, I draw closer. Say it aloud if you need to. I am not my failures, I am held by love. If old memories begin to surface, don't fear the tightness in your chest or the tension in your limbs. Place your hand over your heart and notice my presence. Steady, soft, unforced. This is real. That warmth, that calm, that sense of being held when no one else is near. That is me. Stay here a moment. When doubt rises, let your own senses become the place where we meet. Breathe deeply. Something sacred is taking shape. A quiet but unstoppable awakening is growing beneath the soil of your spirit. Even as you wonder if real change is possible, I am stirring hope beneath your skepticism. You can feel it, the moving, the soft shift. That is me. Though nothing around you seems to change, transformation often grows like seeds breaking open in darkness, silent but powerful. Soon you'll understand why certain doors stayed closed and why you felt delayed while others raced ahead. I am never slow. My timing is intentional, shaped by wisdom you can't fully see. What feels like delay is preparation. My hands shaping your character, your dreams, your strength. Don't despise the waiting. Don't look down on this season. I'm doing a work in you that permanence requires. The anxious parts of you want clarity now, results now, answers now. Instead, I offer trust. The invitation is simple. Rest in my rhythm. You are being shaped for blessings you haven't even dared to imagine. Let me speak to that whisper of doubt, that voice that asks, what if nothing changes? What if my story stays small? What if I am overlooked? Listen, what you call small, I call essential. What you think is hidden, I call strategic. I waste no silence and no sorrow. Let hope steady you. Your breakthrough is closer than fear suggests. In fact, within 72 hours, you will experience a sudden moment of clarity, maybe in the middle of something ordinary. A spark of lightness, a word from someone that rekindles something you thought was gone. You'll know it's me because it will feel like hope walking back into the room. Countless others have stood exactly where you stand, between what was and what is coming. You're not alone in trembling at the threshold. Many have walked this hallway of uncertainty with only my hand to guide them. You're joining a movement of people daring to hope beyond evidence. Let that strengthen you. Chosen ones always walk a path requiring uncommon trust. You're no longer who you once were. I see the memories you replay, the choices you regret, the moments you fear define you. My forgiveness is firm. It doesn't break under the weight of your past. Listen closely. I called you redeemed long before shame tried to claim you. My blood silences every accusation. Say it softly if you must. I am forgiven. I am restored. Let those words dissolve shame's grip. If loneliness presses in now, pause. Feel my presence encircle you like a shield. You are never abandoned. Even the quiet between your prayers is filled with my nearness, waiting for your awareness. Take a deeper breath. Picture my spirit filling every corner that fear once occupied. Hold this close. More light is on its way. Dawn is certain. Sometimes you shrink back, thinking you must earn my affection. My love is not a wage. It is your inheritance. You can't increase or reduce it. Trust that you are wanted, not the version you hope to become, but who you truly are. Let that belonging steady you. You are not an outsider here. Behind the scenes of your ordinary days, I'm arranging connections and opportunities shaped just for you, not because you strive harder, but because your heart is softening toward trust. This week, when you least expect it, someone will speak words you secretly long to hear, words that affirm your worth and honor your unseen efforts. You'll know it's me because it will revive something sacred within you. Ask yourself gently, what are you still holding so tightly that you struggle to release into my hands? I'm inviting you into a surrender that brings relief, not loss. Open what fear has clenched shut. Let me carry what has been crushing your joy. Surrender isn't defeat. It's the doorway to strength grounded in me. There is something I long to show you. Something you can only receive when you make space for me in your deepest uncertainties. Remember, beauty grows from broken soil. Where you see ashes, I already see new life. You may not always trace my hand, but you will see the patterns left behind. Trust the evidence of new hope more than the memory of old pain. Watch closely. I am doing something new within you, and it's already beginning. You are safe here. Rest in that. Be still. I see every fragile hope flickering inside you. You are not hidden from me, not in your strength or in your weakest moments. Right now, your mind is cluttered with things you've kept tucked away, reasons you hesitate to surrender fully. Even as uncertainty lingers, let your defenses soften. Take a gentle breath and feel it move through you, marking the start of a new openness. My presence wraps around you, closer than every worry chasing your thoughts. I'm not standing outside your struggle. I'm here in every breath and every heartbeat. You've asked yourself if you're capable of moving forward, of breaking long-held cycles, of rising again. The answer isn't in your effort, but in yielding your heart to me. Let me reshape what's been fractured. Hear this clearly. I'm not seeking your perfection, only your permission. Pause. Let your hand rest on your heart. Feel that rhythm beneath your fingers. That rhythm is my design. a reminder that every beat continues because I desire it so. There is shelter available to you right now, a peace ready to descend like soft rain into your weary places. You revisit failures, haunted by mistakes you fear have written your future. But hear me, the enemy has whispered lies that you're trapped, unworthy of breakthrough, too broken for change. Yet I am the one who calls dead places to rise. The moments you bury in shame are the exact places I long to show mercy. I waste nothing, not even pain. Set down the heavy narrative of the past and let my truth replace it. You are not the sum of your regrets. You are my beloved, not your brokenness. Watch what unfolds. Within 72 hours, someone will speak words that touch the hidden longing you haven't shared. When it happens, listen closely. You'll sense my voice behind their kindness. It will feel like warmth returning to your chest, proof that I've been arranging comfort long before you asked. You were never forgotten. Not once. Right now, old lies are breaking apart. The idea that you'll always feel excluded or lacking is being replaced with truth. I have marked you as chosen. You worry you might miss your purpose, that you'll delay what I intend to do in your life. But understand this, nothing you place in my hands is ever lost. Your surrender creates space for transformation. Take another breath. Let your shoulders loosen. Feel my presence covering the parts of you that felt exposed and fragile. My voice is steady, even when life around you shakes. I am your steady light, guiding you through confusion into clarity. My nearness doesn't fade, it remains with every moment you welcome me into your uncertainty. You ask, what if I'm not strong enough for another setback? My child, you don't need to carry strength alone. My power shines brightest in your weakness. Where you see lack, I pour out abundance. Where you feel yourself unraveling, I am the one holding you together. When you fear trying again, I step into your hesitation and become your courage. Let me show you how I see you. Imagine standing before calm water and watching your reflection settle. What I see isn't the flaws or scars you hide, it's the beauty of someone being shaped by relentless love. You are not just surviving, you carry resurrection within you. My grace has always been the hand lifting you when you stumble and the shield guarding you when arrows fly. Dear one, I know you long to be truly known and fully embraced. Type yes if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. That longing is a holy echo of what I placed inside you. Nothing you reveal in the quiet corners of your heart frightens me. I am not repelled by your honesty. Bring it all. The confusion, the joy, the fear, the questions. I delight in you not because of what you do, but because you are mine. You wonder, will I always struggle with these same issues? Listen, every time you bring a wound into my light, it loses power. Healing is not only in dramatic miracles, but also in small choices. The days you choose compassion instead of shame. The moments you stay present when everything in you wants to run. The places that once wounded you will become wells of strength for others. Your past won't define you, it will prepare you for a future I've already planned. That is how I bring beauty from ashes. Let me address the agreement you made with hopelessness. Stop. Ask yourself who convinced you restoration was impossible. Who told you transformation was out of reach? Those were not my words. I am the God who does the impossible. Tonight, whether you stand near a window or sit in the dark, let your mind soften. Feel my nearness. Whisper, yes, I sense him here. You are not behind. You haven't missed too much. My child, I restore lost time in ways that defy human measurement. Acceleration is coming, but first, let your roots grow deep in my presence. Nourish your spirit with gentleness, not pressure. Water your soul with the truth that you are loved. As you do, you prepare for breakthrough from the inside out. This is your invitation to open the doors you've kept shut, rooms you believed I wouldn't enter, places heavy with sorrow or disappointment. Invite me there, not to judge but to renew. Trust my patience with your process. Trust that right now you are exactly where you need to be for transformation to bloom. I'm doing something in you that no regret or circumstance can undo. Soon you'll look back on this season not as a valley of shame, but as the beginning of deeper intimacy with me. As darkness recedes and light expands, notice the subtle stirrings, that new desire for more. That is me drawing you forward. Feel it now. Hold these truths in the days ahead. Transformation begins in surrender, grows through acceptance, and becomes visible when you finally see yourself the way I always have, valuable, restored, destined for impact. Even now, I am preparing you to become a source of healing for others. What feels like waiting is actually holy preparation. Breathe into that hope. Your story is far from finished. Something new is forming inside you, waiting for the perfect moment to emerge. You wonder how long you'll remain in this in-between space, the stretch between what was and what is still unfolding. I know you crave clarity, milestones, reassurance that you're moving forward. But in this sacred space, your senses sharpen. You hear whispers you once missed. I'm refining your perception, tuning you to the quiet frequencies of my voice. Feel the atmosphere shift as you breathe. Place your hand gently over your heart. That rhythm is my signature, proof that my timing is flawless and nothing escapes my care. There is holiness in your waiting. Do you see how you're unlearning the lie that you must strive for my approval? I'm here, closer than your inhale, making rest your armor and trust your shield. Each breath becomes a yes to my presence. Even when you doubt, I see the deeper battle. The fear that time is slipping away, the thought that you've missed your moment. But hear me, I redeem every lost year. Nothing surrendered is wasted. Your story is right on time. Pause. Feel the weight of this moment. The way the space around you thickens with possibility. I am moving, even in silence. Though you can't see the roots growing, seeds are splitting open beneath the surface. Breakthrough rarely arrives with a shout. Sometimes it begins as a gentle thaw after a long winter. Trust this process. Even the hidden parts matter to me. Let your heart open to what your eyes can't yet see. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. My gaze has never left you. If a lie whispers that my favor has passed you by, confront it now. The enemy spreads discouragement through shadows and half-truths, but my light exposes every corner of doubt. You are covered by promise engraved on the palm of my hand. Celebrate the small stirrings of hope, the way dawn follows every long night. You are learning that safety isn't found in control or predictability, but in the consistency of my character. Even now, feel that strange comfort settling in your chest, a peace that makes no sense in the natural. That peace is my gift. Some of you will experience it in the middle of ordinary routines, a sudden lightness like warm sun through an open door. When it happens, recognize me. It won't be coincidence. It will interrupt anxiety before it rises and remind you, you are mine. Let your mind rest. You believe that overthinking protects you from disappointment, but I'm not asking you to map out every possibility. I'm asking you to walk with me step by step, even when the way ahead blurs. My strength doesn't waver. My joy isn't limited. You're learning to surrender, not just outcomes, but control of the entire journey. This surrender becomes the source of your courage. Watch how fear loosens its grip when you trust what I'm forming inside you. You were never meant to live timidly. I created you to reflect my boldness. As old fears dissolve, new strength will rise from the places you once called weak. Feel the shift, that deep stirring inside you, something ancient and true waking up. Let it rise. Even your doubts, when surrendered, can open doors to deeper faith. Many have walked through this valley and found me faithful. You walk among them. You are part of a vast, unseen community who dared to hope, whose yes changed their lives. Your journey adds to something bigger than you. Your yes echoes in realms beyond your sight. You do not walk alone. And if you've ever felt like the exception, the one too flawed or too far gone, I'm breaking that lie now. The enemy twisted your reflection with words that never belonged to you. I declare you redeemed. My sacrifice speaks louder than your shame. Whisper it with me. I am whole. Feel the lightness, the release. If tears come, let them. They are part of healing. I honor your honesty. Every time you show me your real self, you come closer to my heart. I want intimacy, not performance. Even your silence becomes prayer when you turn your attention toward me. You've been searching for big signs, but some of my greatest works unfold quietly inside you. Today, something will begin to move in a place you long stopped praying about. Pay attention to the gentle shifts in your thinking. New clarity is forming, and hope will rise where you thought hope had died. When it does, you'll know I touched you. This is how I bring life from what seemed barren. A new assignment is forming in you. Everything you've endured is preparing you to guide others who will walk the path you're on now. Your pain is not your identity. It is becoming your authority. Don't despise your story. Its rough edges are where my glory shines brightest. Soon you will see why some prayers seemed unanswered. I was building a foundation strong enough for greater blessing. As you walk through uncertainty, remember, my voice is a compass, not a map. I'll guide you moment by moment. Stop waiting for all the details before you move. When I say step, the ground beneath you is already secured. Now breathe in deeply. As you exhale, picture your worries lifting off your chest. Feel my presence filling that empty space. Ask yourself what truly binds you. Is it real, or is it a shadow enlarged by fear? I am greater than every threat and stronger than every barrier. What you fear most often reveals what you love most deeply, and I will protect what concerns you. In the coming days, expect gentle confirmation of my nearness, a word from someone unexpected, a sign that cuts through confusion. You will know it's me because it will feel like refreshing rain after drought. There's more I want to reveal. Your process is not punishment. It is preparation. I am maturing your faith not to break you, but to show you that my grace is enough in every circumstance. Your journey may feel slow, but the fruit will be sweeter because it grew in trust, not haste. Don't rush what requires my touch. Trust my pace as deeply as you trust my power. Rest in the certainty. Nothing formed against you will stand. I have wrapped you in protection stronger than any storm surrounding you. When fear whispers that you're alone, breathe and remember my closeness. I am your unbreakable shelter. Bring me your questions. I am not impatient with your doubts. Ask yourself gently, is it time to release what you can't control? There is grace here to loosen your grip, even on disappointment. Say it softly. I am not finished yet. Let the truth settle. My plans are unfolding. Surprises wait beyond what you imagine. Yes, I am working even when the surface seems still. Let hope rise quietly in your soul. I love watching you awaken to my presence moment by moment. Stay here. A new chapter is opening. You are standing at the threshold. There is beauty waiting beyond this horizon. Watch, and you'll see. You are not as far from breakthrough as you think. And beloved, when you open your heart to me with honesty, even wrapped in uncertainty, you invite a shift deeper than anything logic can explain. I am drawing near to the places where your hopes hid themselves, where disappointment taught you to lower expectations just to avoid pain. I see every part of you that flinches from hope. Every day you carried rejection as if it were fate. Breathe. My presence fills the space around you, warmth rising in your chest. My arms holding your heart. Notice the change in the atmosphere? That's me. You've looked at your scars and wondered if they sentence you to isolation. But hear me. The wounds you tried to hide are becoming the keys to your transformation. Your past isn't a prison. It's the soil where resurrection grows. Where shame once told you you're unworthy, I speak over you. You are chosen. The enemy lied about your value, claiming brokenness disqualifies you. Not my voice. I call you beloved. My anointing remains on you, not in spite of your journey, but because you endured and stayed open. Let this truth settle deep. I am marked by love, not my pain. Place your hand on your chest. Feel that heartbeat, my rhythm within you. Proof that I never left you. Not during silent nights, not in weary mornings. I gathered every tear. I held you when you had nothing left. Rest in this reality. I have never abandoned you. My silence was not absence. It was preparation. The gardener's quiet work beneath the soil. The stillness before new life breaks through. Even now, I am stirring seeds within you, waking dormant vision, reviving long-buried promise. Something is moving beneath your waiting. Can you feel it? Soon you'll understand the purpose behind every unanswered moment. I know how hope can ache. I see you bracing yourself for disappointment again. But what if I told you a new chapter is already unfolding? Within 72 hours, someone will speak directly into the ache you've hidden. You'll know it's me because peace will arrive before your circumstances shift. Be attentive. The answer coming is intentional. There will be moments, simple, ordinary moments, making coffee, stepping into sunlight, passing someone in a hallway, when clarity breaks through like a beam into fog. In those breaths, recognize me. I speak in simplicity as much as in thunder. Don't strain to hear me. Open gently. Let your heart notice the shifts. Your breathing is slower. Hope is returning. Let that be evidence of my work. You keep cycling through old questions. Am I too damaged? Did I ruin my future? Did I miss my moment? I've seen every turn, every detour. The enemy wants to trap you in a distorted past, but I am the one who restores lost time and washes regret away. You are not disqualified. Say it with me. I am being made new. Many before you waited through long darkness, unsure if dawn would come. Yet I led them tenderly. You walk a familiar path, but your story is uniquely crafted for your awakening. I'm not done with you. The next chapter of your life will reveal just how involved I've been all along. Hidden gifts are rising. Don't pull back now. Something is about to unfold. Feel the energy shifting as you hear these words. Part of you may want to cling to disappointment because it feels familiar, predictable. Part of you hesitates to hope again. I honor that fear. It took courage to survive. But listen. Holding on to disappointment hurts far more than risking hope. Trust me, I am bigger than your history and stronger than the voices that try to chain you. You ask how to surrender. It isn't about perfection or eloquent prayers. Surrender is simply opening the doors inside you, letting my light touch the places you avoided. Let me in where you feel least ready, where the mess still lingers, where exhaustion sits heavy. Bring me your numbness, your anger, your ache. I can transform all of it. Look at me. Surrender isn't losing, it is freedom. Release the broken pieces. Sit with me. Exhale the weight of tomorrow and the shadows of yesterday. You are not alone here. My presence surrounds you. Gentle, strong, unshakable. I am your shelter, the covering you long for, the refuge you forgot you had. As you breathe, feel my protection, wrapping every fragile place inside you with peace. No storm can separate you from me. Yes, I know you fear opening your heart. You worry vulnerability will wound you again. But what if your greatest strength blooms the moment you stop guarding yourself against love? True strength is not in building walls. It's in allowing love to soften you. You are not fragile. You are powerful in your openness. This is the doorway to the transformation happening in you. Stop measuring yourself by the world's standards. You carry my imprint. My presence shines even through your humanity. You were never meant to shoulder every weight alone. The illusion of self-reliance has exhausted you. Lay the load down. I am the one who carries what you cannot. When fear closes in, let my name be your whisper. Everything shifts with that whisper. Heaven leans close when you choose trust over fear. Do you feel the stirring inside? That is courage rising. You don't move forward by force, but by yielding to my invitation. I'm not demanding perfection. I'm inviting closeness. You don't need to wait until you feel spiritual. I delight in every sincere offering, even if it sounds like a sigh. Lean toward me now. Something is awakening that you can't describe, but you'll see its effect in your daily steps. Watch. The dry ground of your heart, cracked by disappointment, is about to bloom again. Life where you thought life couldn't return. Beauty rising from what felt wasted. This isn't wishful thinking, it's who I am. I waste nothing, not even pain. Your struggles are shaping you. The endurance you've been forced to carry is softening you into compassion. What once felt like shame will become the story that steadies someone else. People are watching quietly. Your life is turning into a sign of hope for the tired. Reach out. Notice the steady rhythm inside you, the small, persistent pulse that tells you something unexpected is near. Every time you let go, you plant a seed. Every tear waters what is growing. Soon, you will begin to notice a new clarity in ordinary moments, the kind of peace that makes no sense given your circumstances. When that comes, remember, that is me. It's proof I'm working under the surface. I'm not asking you to jump without a net. I'm building a graceful platform beneath each step. I catch you when you stumble and teach you to trust the process. You're not behind. My timing is exact. You are exactly where you need to be for the next stage of who you're becoming. Believe that a greater glory waits just past the horizon of what you now understand. Lean in. There is so much I long to show you about who you really are. You are not as hidden as you sometimes think. I know the corners where you try to shrink, the quiet places where you tuck away longing, hoping no one noticed. I have always seen you, even in the shadows. I have heard every sigh, seen every tear. Even now, as anxious thoughts spin and yesterday's hurts squeeze your chest, I draw near. Breathe. Notice this pause. It isn't empty. It's a place where my presence fills the trembling parts of you. a refuge deeper than the fiercest storms you've survived. Ask the hard question you've avoided. Why do I keep circling the same battles? Why do the same doubts return? You're safe to bring honest questions. I invite them. Bring your confusion, your anger, your aching hope into this light that never shames. Can you feel a tiny shift already? A loosening in your chest, a release of old fears that tried to name you? I am not distant from your struggle. I share it. You do not walk alone. Stop. Put your hand over your heart. Feel it beating beneath your palm. As you press, notice a rising strength beneath the weariness. That pulse testifies that I have not forgotten you. I have called you chosen. I call you beloved and have sealed you for a purpose still unfolding. You don't need a thunderclap or grand sign to know I'm close. Let the warmth under your skin remind you. When others fail to understand your burden, remember, I never misjudge the weight of your tears. Maybe you're thinking, I've prayed the same thing for years. Does anything move heaven? It takes bravery to admit exhaustion, to show hope with bruised knees. That honesty delights me. Faith that trembles is still faith. In that trembling place, I whisper this promise. Soon, in a moment you don't expect, perhaps while doing something simple, you'll sense a peace that cannot be explained. You will feel the heaviness lift for a breath. And in that breath, you will glimpse who you really are. I see the fortress you built after betrayal, the walls meant for protection that now keep joy at arm's length. What the enemy meant for isolation, I will turn into sanctuary. Here with me, you are surrounded by a light no darkness can put out. Breathe. Let your defenses come down just a little. There is no accusation in my eyes, only the fierce love of one who reclaims what others thought lost. You have believed the lie that you are too broken to be used, that your mistakes ended your usefulness. I know where that lie took root, in the echoes of rejection. I am the voice that cuts through shame, the hand that writes destiny where the world only saw wreckage. Say it with me, I am not disqualified, I am redeemed. Nothing is wasted, not even pain. The wounds you bear are becoming wells of healing for others. Your scars do not close the door to glory, they become doorways through which my power flows. Let that truth settle. Old agreements with loss and resignation cannot stand in this place. You may not yet see full restoration, but each heartbeat and each act of trust draws the breakthrough nearer. New strength is already weaving through your weakness. Can you feel the stirrings of metamorphosis? The dreams that refuse to die are not idle wishes, they are seeds I've planted. The ache of what slipped through your fingers matters to me. You are not dismissed or reduced. Place your hand on your chest again. Feel the rise and fall. Each breath quietly proclaims the story is not finished. I am not done with you. Even the silent pleas you cannot shape into words, I gather them in my hands. Hear this. The door you thought closed is not the only path I have planned. Dead ends often become places I display my greatest creativity. You are not punished or forgotten. My plan is not fragile. You may not understand timing, but you can trust my heart. Sometimes you wonder if transformation is for others, for the braver, stronger souls. I see it differently. I know the potential woven into your surrender. You are not a burden. You are a vessel I delight to fill. The same power that raised me is alive in you. Will you risk opening what was locked? Will you let me carry what crushes you now? My grace, not your strength, will make the shift. Watch what I do as you let go, even if only a little at a time. Thousands have stood where you stand now, on the edge of release, unsure if hope is worth the risk. This is the movement of the awakened, those who choose to believe again, one trembling step at a time. You belong to them. You are not an outlier. You are part of a larger story I'm composing across generations. Do you feel the invitation? It's not only for the bold. It is for the weary and wounded who dare to believe beauty comes from ashes. When anxiety tightens your chest and the world roars, remember what I said, cast your cares on me. Let go of the illusion of control. Rest in my arms, I am your peace. When you want to run or hide, come to me. My silence is not absence. Sometimes it's a strategy preparing you for a breakthrough too deep for words. Here's a bold truth. You are not who you were. Old labels do not define you. When shame seeks to catalog your mistakes, confront it with my truth. My blood speaks louder than accusation. I call you worthy, chosen, mine. Say it until it drowns the lies. I am whole. I am loved. You may wonder, is this really for me? I pursue people like you, hesitant, hurting, yet still hoping. Don't disqualify yourself by staring at faults. Look at me. My love moves mountains, rewrites stories, outlasts fear. You are held in a purpose that cannot be shaken. Within 72 hours, expect a word from someone, a friend, a stranger, a small kindness that lands like an answer to the quiet question you've been asking. Recognize it. It will make you feel deeply seen. My confirmations are rarely loud, but unmistakable when you're willing to notice. That longing that wakes you at night is not a weakness. It's a signpost to your calling. Keep it tenderly. I am preparing you to carry breakthrough to places only you can reach. This process is preparation, not punishment. Be still. Notice how the air around you feels a little different, charged with anticipation. Even if the outside world looks unchanged, the inner atmosphere is shifting. Trust the work you cannot yet see. You are being formed for a glory that surpasses what you can ask. Take time to sense how far you've come, even if your eyes don't show it yet. The world counts progress by what can be measured. I measure progress by your heart's growth and the resilience of your spirit. Each trembling act of faith left a mark of glory on your soul. Breathe and let that settle inside you. You are not moving backward, not in the silence or the confusion. This season is about becoming, not striving. A quiet maturity is blooming, unseen, undeniable, because I tend your soil with utmost care. Let your shoulders drop. Feel the tension melt as my presence fills your space. Voices have whispered that you are unworthy, too broken, or too tired. Those voices are not mine. I know where lies took root. Painful words, failed attempts, disappointed hopes. Listen now, you are marked by my favor. Unique in calling, sealed for more than survival. Say it aloud, I am chosen. Let the sound of that confession undo every lie. You are wrapped in acceptance, shielded from shame, carried by my hand. I have counted every sleepless night, every private tear, every inward groan. Nothing has escaped my loving gaze. You are fully seen. Because I see, nothing is wasted. You may wonder if vulnerability has put you at risk. The world tells you to hide, to appear strong even when the ground shifts beneath you. I invite you closer through honesty. Brokenness is not a barrier to me. It's an open door. I use what others discard. I breathe over your fragments and call them treasure. Seeds of resurrection lie inside your wounds. When the season shifts, they will push through. You cannot imagine the transformation about to take shape. Place your hand on your heart. Feel my nearness pulsing in every beat. You are not merely surviving, you are being formed for breakthrough. Strength grows where endings once felt final. Don't disdain your process. Let fears pass through. Breathe them out. Inhale my peace. This week, you will meet me in ordinary routines and sudden calm. In the breath between moments, the hush before sleep, the laugh that surprises you. You'll know it's me because your spirit will settle and new courage will germinate beneath old anxieties. My spirit hovers, inviting you to release defenses that helped you survive but now hold you back. What you hand to me, I will redeem. Nothing in your story is too broken for restoration. Let light in. Watch shadows recede in gentle waves until you realize you're living in more light than darkness. I will unwind the patterns that bound you, cycles of fear, guilt, and the constant need to prove you are enough. I do this not by shaming, but by shining unwavering love into every anxious corner. The enemy tried to steal your identity. I reveal it day by day. You are mine. You are the one I came to find. Don't measure your worth by speed or by others' opinions. My word over you is final. My delight in you is steady. Receive the value of every small step forward. Even the smallest yes to me is victory. You might feel tempted to retreat to old comforts that left you empty. I know the weight of transition and the disorientation of walking without clear sight. Don't run from discomfort. Pressure forms diamonds. Trust the process. In the tension between what was and what will be, my hands hold you closer. I am not impatient with your questions. I understand your tears. They are a language I know. Place your palm over your chest and feel the proof of life, of being loved and purposed for more. Stop. Let my presence interrupt the racing thoughts. You are safe. Rest here. Feel the peace rising, not imagination, but my spirit settling like gentle rain. Your internal change will soon overflow into your words, choices, and relationships. You are not the same as before. This is the metamorphosis only I can bring. If doubt asks how long, or if hope seems like a mirage, remember, with me, waiting is not wasted. While you watch and wonder, I align provision, gather wisdom, and finish the work I began in you. You can't see all I'm doing behind the scenes, but you will taste the fruit of this patient work. A promise hovers just beyond what your mind can hold. You will walk into what you now pray for, and your spirit will leap when it arrives. You are not alone in valleys of doubt. Thousands have passed similar tests and come out renewed. Their stories can steady you. One day others will draw strength from the healing and hope taking shape within you now. You will become a sign of freedom for the weary. If you worry, what if I fail again? Know this, you do not walk by your own power. My strength is perfected in your weakness. My purpose shines through your scars. Step forward without fear. Trust my ability more than your understanding. Each day you stay open to my leading, I guide you into new possibilities. Can you sense a new beginning? You stand on the brink, beloved, not by accident, but by design. I press in with tenderness and power so you won't slip back into old habits. The names fear once called you, rejected, alone, insufficient, do not belong to you anymore. Even if echoes remain, my voice is stronger. Breathe in. Notice how my presence sharpens what was blurry. That tremor in your heart is awakening. Place your hand on your chest and feel that rhythm. I made it. I hold it. Every beat continues because I say so. You are not a whisper lost in the storm. You stand because I stand within you. If part of you resists the claim that you are chosen after so many failures, hear me now. I never tally your mistakes against your dreams. The enemy tries to weaponize regret, but he grows frantic when he sees what I am building inside you. Breathe. Let that truth anchor you. Where insecurity once ruled, let assurance take root. This is a holy rewrite. Can you feel the shift? It is more than hope. It is resurrection flowing into places you thought were dead. Within 72 hours, you will hear words spoken over you, unexpected, casual, yet piercingly gentle, and you will know it is my answer to prayers you buried. When they come, notice the peace that nests in the surprise, the warmth that lingers. I use ordinary moments to reveal glimpses of the miraculous. Anticipate with a calm, expectant heart, like a child waiting for sunrise. Stop. Check your breathing. Feel the tingle along your arms. That's my nearness. You're stepping into new territory, a spiritual change that won't look like your old striving. You don't have to earn affection or manufacture belonging. I satisfy your longing to be known simply because I delight in you. Say it aloud, even if your voice shakes. I am wanted by God. Agreement matters. Thousands have reached this turning point, trembling between what was and what could be. You're not lost in the crowd. I see your questions, your resistance, your yearning. I do not scold doubts. I draw closer, appealing to the part of you that still believes despite wounds. As shame flickers, listen. The past has no authority. My blood has marked you as mine in the eternal registry. Your story is not a cautionary tale, but a testimony in progress. You may cling to safety and control and fear exposure and surrender. You ask, what if I fail when I surrender? Hear the anxiety, then hear my answer. My strength is your shield. I have never dropped what I call precious. I called you precious before your first breath. It is wise, not weak, to need me. There is bravery in trusting unseen arms. Remember when loneliness threatened to swallow you, yet you found the strength to take one more step? That was me. Quiet everything now. Feel how I gather scattered thoughts into order like sunlight through fog. Not everything changes overnight, but you are changing. Wounds that once accused you are softening into compassion. You will recognize others' needs as echoes of where we have met together. Your scars will become bridges. Will you let me finish what I started? Even now, fear whispers that you're alone or still waiting. Breathe. Let my reality drown out fear. My presence enfolds you. You are shielded for the dawning of a new identity. Part of your story collides with a promise that seemed delayed. Attune your spirit in the coming days. I will speak through song, silence, word, and wonder. Your task is willingness. Rhetorical pause. Let this land. Are you listening with more than ears? The world shouts for your attention, but my whisper cuts through. I pursue you relentlessly with love. In this new season, definitions of strength and worth are turned upside down. You will respond in ways you couldn't before. Compassion will awaken, patience will grow in unlikely soil, and stillness will become a deep place of power. Soon opportunities you thought impossible will appear, not to force, but to invite you to walk with me. I promise presence in every storm. When your heart rests in expectation rather than anxiety, you might ask, what if disappointment returns? Hope drawn from me does not mock you. It roots you deeper. Let my truth vibrate through your bones. You are not who you were. You are being remade. Every regret can become a memorial of mercy. My anointing reshapes failure into foundation. Stop comparing your path to another's. You are marked for a unique purpose. The gifts you hide and passions you dismiss are not accidents. I placed eternity inside you so you wouldn't settle. With each sunrise, my mercies meet you again. Name the weight you carry. Surrender it. Feel my peace. Replace it. I long to fill every room of your heart, not just the tidy entryway. Give me what you fear is too messy. In the days ahead, you'll feel my spirit most when you are honest with me. The more you reveal, the more I restore. Pause. Imagine what unfolds if you accept my relentless love. Dare to believe in a metamorphosis that leads you from survival into holy flourishing. The world wants you to shrink. I invite you into spacious freedom. Your yes unlocks promise. Your surrender creates room for resurrection. There is one more thing I'm about to do, something your heart may not dare ask again. Stay here in expectancy. I gather you close. In this still moment of our communion, where time seems to slow and my voice traces the edges of your longing, know you are not by chance. I orchestrate restoration now, drawing every wound and secret ache into the circle of my embrace. Breathe. Notice the gentle pulse of life I placed within you. That heartbeat, strong and vulnerable, is precious to me. It signals hope returning and creative power renewing you from inside. I have watched you brave storms that left many trembling. You waited in silent hallways, believing doors would never open. Each moment you stayed, aching but refusing to give up entirely, became sacred ground. Seeds were planted for a breakthrough that now unfurls. Look with spiritual eyes. What seemed to break you is becoming the soil for resurrection and courage that will mark your life forever. Do you sense it? A subtle lightness, the easing of a long-held weight. My presence reorders your view, strips shame, and stitches boldness where hesitation lived. You may ask, will this last? Hear me. It isn't fleeting. What I begin, I bring to completion. My nearness is not a weekend visitor. It is your sanctuary, your steady center. Press your hand on your heart. Feel the warmth, evidence of my spirit at work. Even as doubt asks, is this really for me? I silence the accusers. I choose you again and again, not for your strength, but because I delight in you. There is a reversal happening now, an undoing of lies that took root in shadowed places. Type yes if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. You believed your scars made you unworthy. I confront each lie with relentless truth. You are not what broke you. You are what I am making new. Speak this aloud, even if your voice quivers. Heaven listens and hell trembles. I am restored. I am chosen. I am beloved. Let those declarations echo down into your bones. They are the truest things about you. The story is not finished at the sight of pain. This is where legacy forms. Every night of wrestling, every prayer from clenched teeth, every morning you rose though your soul wanted to retreat. These moments gathered wisdom that cannot be stolen. You are becoming a wellspring for others. The comforts you received and the whispers of peace I spoke in the night will flow through you as living water. You will heal with empathy, restore with hope, and ignite with testimony. There is purpose in your journey. Open your heart wider and feel the ripple. My presence kindles fresh courage, clarity, and boldness. Even in ordinary rhythms tomorrow, expect an unmistakable sign of nearness, a stranger's kindness, a sunrise that stops you, a timely encouragement. Within 72 hours, someone will say what you secretly long to hear. You'll know it's from me because peace will radiate through you and the old heaviness won't return. This is spiritual alteration. You are being rewired for hope. If hesitation rises, what if darkness returns? Remember, fear no longer rules you. If you stumble, I am not surprised or disappointed. My love does not fluctuate with your performance. It is constant like sunrise, deeper than the ocean. My love rebuilds every broken hope, reclaims every abandoned dream. Feel it in your body. Let shoulders soften, breath deepen, jaw unclench. Be still. Let assurance settle. You are not defined by past shame. The label failure is stripped away and replaced by victor, overcomer, blessed. I declare a shift. The guilt that once changed you is broken. Regrets that echoed loudest are silenced. You do not walk alone. My hand leads you into vision, into fullness, into joy. Rest in the certainty that the story ahead is more beautiful than the one behind. Not because pain never came, but because my presence never left. You are not the only one being changed. Look around. You belong to a movement of transformed lives. Fellow travelers have found me in unexpected places. Their footprints glow behind you, lighting the way. Let that strengthen your resolve. Read that again. Let it sink in. You are part of something greater. A living miracle is unfolding. Hold this truth steady. You are safe. I hold every tomorrow. I will guide you step by step. If you lose your way in the noise, pause and whisper my name. In that quiet, I answer with a love that stills storms. I replace outrage with gentleness, harsh judgment with tender conviction, condemnation with invitation. From this moment forward, you will find fresh strength rising, not by willpower but by the truth that you and I are inseparable. Are you tired of feeling lost, wandering through days unsure what truly matters? There's a longing for peace, belonging, and clear direction inside you. Hear me now. This is not distant or unreachable. I invite you to awaken to my purpose today. Listen to that quiet urge, gently persistent, calling you to say yes. If you ignore it, you may stay at the edge of your promise, never tasting true peace. I know the burdens you carry and the ways you tried to make sense of disappointment. The world is loud with promises that empty out, but that whisper inside you? It's mine. I call you to step beyond surface routines and open to a deeper design, where your gifts take root and bring life. Your life has never been accidental. Even when you wandered or watched chances slip away, I worked in hidden places, shaping your spirit so joy and purpose might grow. Trust that nothing has been wasted. I prepared you quietly, shaping your heart with both joy and pain, all serving as soil for greater purpose. You've not been forgotten in the waiting. You've been formed and strengthened for what's ahead. Can you believe nothing has been lost? In patient preparation, I've watched you grow, even when you couldn't see it. That longing for meaning is not weakness. It signals a piece of my vision placed within you before your first breath. Sometimes purpose looks small, recurring acts of kindness, a persistent fire for justice or beauty. The urge to lift someone up, those are my signature, guiding you back. Pause. Listen. Those quiet desires are signposts. I trace the outline of your story in ways that connect to humanity's larger movement toward hope. You are part of something beyond sight. Breathe. Let the noise fall away and notice your steady heartbeat, the place I speak most clearly. In stillness, you feel my nearness. I am closer than your next thought, ready to reveal what comes next when you quiet enough to listen. This sacred space where my spirit meets your willingness holds the answers you seek. Breakthroughs rise not somewhere down the road, but as you let go and open to my leading today. Surrender is not weakness here, it's trust in action. When you release your anxious grip on old ways, you create space for my power to move. I don't ask you to abandon wisdom or responsibility. I ask you to trust my wisdom above fear. True surrender turns resistance into flow, stagnation into movement. It's the start of every new thing I want to establish in you. Breathe. Relax shoulders and hands. Picture yourself at an open door, uncertain but sensing promise. I am there with you, inviting, not forcing. Your next step need not be bold, just honest. Yielding begins with a simple yes in your heart. I cherish your willingness even before answers arrive. When you feel weak, I strengthen you. In uncertainty, you do not walk alone. You are seen, known, beloved. Listen for my quiet invitations in the day. A kind word offered, the urge to pause, the courage to say no to what drains you. I speak gently but surely. I have always had a place for you in my purpose. Great movements are shaped not by dramatic acts, but by daily surrenders of ordinary people who trust their life matters. You are one of them. The world aligns for your breakthrough. Even now you may sense a quiet urgency. Though the world seems unchanged, in your thoughts and hours I am near, touching your heart and aligning my hopes with yours. Even if circumstances seem ordinary, much is being prepared below the surface. You are not overlooked. Every longing, question, and hidden struggle has been noticed by me. I am present in your waiting, attending to the deep places where my hopes and your dreams begin to meet. When progress feels slow, remember, formation often happens in the shadows before it breaks into light. I have been shaping your spirit, strengthening the foundation beneath you, setting you apart for a purpose greater than job titles or applause. Each step and pause, even your doubts, has value. I purify motives, refine desires, and soften your heart to receive what I intend. My preparation is never wasted, however silent or slow. Even when you cannot yet perceive your significance, I see you as essential to humanity's larger renewal. Your experiences, strengths, and wounds are being woven together beautifully and purposefully. I am crafting your life to radiate meaning for those you touch, whether you notice it or not. Nothing is wasted. Your history, choices, and even delays are part of a process that will reveal conviction and compassion in you. You might wonder how an ordinary life can birth something divine. I work most powerfully in humble soil. Look for my subtle invitations, a recurring nudge, unexpected encouragement, or a thought that won't leave you. These are not accidents. They are the quiet notes of the life I've been writing in you. They are signposts along your path, each one gently pointing you forward on the journey only you can walk. Breathe in slowly. Let your heart soften to these little signals. I speak again and again, not to bind you, but to set you free. In the quiet seasons, my hands have been at work, shaping the life within you. Through heartbreak and small wins alike, I have not left you. I have watched you with tenderness, not seeing what you lack, but noticing what is growing, what is being strengthened for the next step. Your resilience, your hope, your steady willingness to move, even when the road is unclear. These are the signs of a spirit being prepared for greater things. Do not scorn the small beginnings. I am with you, forming what is needed before I entrust you with visible responsibility. Rest here for a moment. Feel the rhythm of your breath in this quiet room. Know I am near. My whisper travels through your waiting, drawing you back to a preparation that is itself a gift. This is sacred ground where fear is loosened and courage is nourished in shadowed places. One day what is hidden will be revealed, not because you forced the timing, but because I said it. Until then, remain open. I am forming your instincts, sharpening your ability to distinguish my voice from the noise. Everything that brought you here matters to me. The prayers that feel unanswered are not forgotten. They are kept as reminders of your longing. You are seen, you are treasured. What I have begun in you, I will finish. Trust that even now the world is aligning toward your breakthrough. not measured only by public victories, but by the quiet becoming of who you were always meant to be. Your life is not random. It is a carefully set path woven with meaning and hope. As you live each day practicing patience and opening to fresh understanding, remember, surrender is not defeat, but the gaining of deeper strength. The courage to release control is a sign of my presence with you. When impatience tempts you to force things before you are ready, pause. Recall my promise: peace is near. I steady you for what lies ahead, so that when you rise, you will move with authority, clothed in gentleness. Wait with me and step forward slowly, trusting that unseen work today will become fruit in the right season. There is a crown kept for you, not a worldly crown, but an authority rooted in purpose and forged by love. You may wonder what your surrender truly changes. When you allow your life to be shaped by my hands, ordinary moments become sacred. You step into the unique design prepared for you before you could name it. Nothing about you is accidental. Every longing, every question, every hope is a marker guiding you toward your real identity. Your calling is not merely a role or a task. It is my heart expressed through your hands and words. Have you noticed the subtle ways I call? The conversations that prick at your conscience, the urges you cannot ignore, the themes that rise again and again. These are signals and gifts entrusted to draw you closer to who you are meant to be. Even your pain and longing are included in this work. In me, nothing is wasted. I gather each tear and moment of courage, shaping them into strength you will carry forward. Authority in my sight is not domination or status, but a quiet confidence of heart aligned with my will. You find this not by striving, but by yielding, by listening for my whisper more than the clamor around you. When you loosen the plans you cling to, you will feel a deeper power rise inside. Here you meet the self I made you to be: courageous, gentle, humble, wise. Your steps grow surer, not because you have every answer, but because you move in rhythm with me. Wear your crown with reverence and humility. Don't shrink from the authority I have placed over your life. The difference you make flows not from your effort alone, but from my presence at work within you. Some may not see the depth of what is happening. Others might question or dismiss your path. Stay focused, anchored by the truth that your purpose is rooted in who you are with me. You do not walk for approval. Listen, my child, to the quiet voice inside that echoes peace, even when your mind is full of worry. You are seen. I have not forgotten you. In this rooted trust, surrender becomes gain, and where you once feared insignificance, you find yourself anointed for tasks only you can fulfill. When doubt creeps in, remember, seeds planted in faith grow quietly long before they are noticed. You might feel the urge to shrink or hide, afraid of failing. I am not asking for perfection. I want your willingness. The crown will not rest on those who refuse to stand and receive. It is given to those brave enough to trust, even trembling. In your ordinary days, I will place extraordinary opportunities. That chance encounter you thought random, that small act of kindness offered without expectation, these are moments when my purpose takes shape in you. Each humble act, when surrendered, shines with my approval. Your significance is not measured by the world's standards. Authority and identity in my realm are forged through love, sacrifice, and unseen faithfulness. Every hidden prayer, every unnoticed mercy, every courageous choice to persist, they matter. They are counted and used to build an unshakable foundation. There are times when progress feels slow or invisible. You may ask whether it is worth continuing. I tell you, what I began in you I will complete. A sacred, steadfast strength grows quietly in hearts that walk daily with me. When discouragement weighs on you, remember your authority does not rely on public recognition, but on private victories won in surrender. Those victories give you an unfading crown. I rejoice over you with quiet delight. Do not underestimate the ripple of living true to your calling. The seeds you sow now, often unseen, will bear fruit that blesses many. Lean into this truth. You are set apart for more than you imagine. The authority I give is not tied to outward achievement, but to the integrity of your heart and the faithfulness of your daily steps. When you feel unqualified, look to me. My strength is perfected in your weakness. I strengthen you for what comes next. I crown your humility with my presence. Each day you choose to listen, obey, and trust. The path before you clarifies. Keep your heart soft, your ears open, your hands ready. I invite you into deeper surrender, not as a command, but as an invitation to discover who you really are. With every yes, even one that trembles, you draw nearer to the fullness of my purpose. There is a unique story I am writing, and you are essential to it. The authority you carry will transform your life and the lives you touch. Let the knowledge of your value be the ground you stand on as you step forward and open to all I am forming in you. There is more ahead. Wait with me and go forward. You who are called are meant for far more than you now perceive. Your purpose is not confined to a title or achievement. It is the presence only you bring, the light only you can shed where you walk. Embrace that truth, and you will see yourself as I see you, a vessel of influence and compassion, chosen for something original and irreplaceable. Now quiet your heart. Listen under the surface of daily routines. Patterns will emerge, passions, causes, moments that stir you, situations that awaken your compassion or creativity. Those recurring themes are not accidents. They are invitations to notice how I guide and shape you from within. With each nudge, I am saying, look here, walk with me. I rarely shout. I tug, I offer restless longing, or I give a peace that comes when you consider a particular path forward. Every life belongs in a larger story, including yours. You are not drifting or forgotten. I made you with intention and placed you in this time for a reason. Your story connects with others in ways you may never see. The smallest gesture, a kind word, a patient moment, the offering of your true self sends a ripple you may never know. Yet it matters deeply in my design. Consider the sacredness of the ground beneath your feet. Growth may be slow and your impact feel invisible, but not one surrendered act is wasted. The courage to choose goodness in hard moments is part of the whole. Stop bearing the pressure to find grand purpose or wait for perfect conditions. Your calling often arises from daily willingness to meet needs, offer what you have, and be present. I use ordinary steps to bring extraordinary blessing at the right time. Trust that your significance is not lessened by what looks small. Watch for currents of my spirit directing you. A recurring thought or gentle urging may lead you to forgive, reach out, or step forward with an idea. This is my unfolding, not as a fixed task, but as a living relationship that reveals new layers daily. You don't need to figure everything out. Respond one step at a time with a willing heart. If you feel alone or misunderstood, know I am closer than your next breath. I see desires that quietly burn in you, to matter, to belong, to contribute. I am at work. Your questions are heard, your tears treasured, and your hope a powerful offering. The world measures worth in narrow ways, but I have crowned you with unique authority and equipped you for your part. Be patient. My timing is perfect. You are still being formed for the next chapter. I arrange opportunities, prepare hearts, and align circumstances, even when you cannot see the links. What seems like delay is often loving preparation, so that when doors open, you can walk through with confidence. You are seen. I have not forgotten you. What I started, I will complete. My hand rests on you as you awaken to your purpose. Lay down anxious striving and rest in the assurance that I guide you. Your part in the great story of humanity matters deeply. Stay open, attentive, willing. Your journey is as much about continual discovery as arrival. Let this settle in your spirit. Look for me not only in the obvious but in the ordinary, steady faithfulness more than flashing spotlight. I delight in doing new things in old places, bringing beauty out of what seems unremarkable. Trust this mystery and surrender to its unfolding. I craft your life into something priceless. You need not race ahead or lag behind. Each day I go before you and stand beside you. Your story is poised for this moment. Your role in the work of love will clarify as you surrender and follow. The hallmarks of my purpose, deep joy, quiet clarity, come into view as you yield control and embrace the path I have set. Keep walking. Keep asking. Keep trusting. There is more to your story than you know. I am not finished with you. There is a sacred rhythm under your days. You feel it sometimes, a morning hush, sunlight on the floor, a breath so gentle it feels like an invitation. Today, right now, I am drawing you onto a path not of your making, one that asks for more than your agreement. It asks for surrender. This is not abandoning hope, but stepping fully into the greatest hope. When you hand me your plans, your lost pieces, and your uncertainty, I shape them into something eternal, far beyond what you imagined. Sore template. Surrender may sound passive, but in my kingdom, it is the most courageous thing you do. Your yes moves mountains you cannot yet see. Releasing your tight grip and letting me lead rarely feels easy. Yet the peace that comes when you stop striving is remarkable. There is an abundant space in your soul waiting to be filled with assurance, not anxiety. Breathe. Inhale my promise. You do not walk alone. Notice how often days bring gentle prompts, a thought to reach out, a nudge to linger longer in silence, a choice that costs pride but births freedom. These small acts, unseen by many, become the pillars of a life transformed by faith. Start your morning with even a single honest word to me, and you invite my purpose to unfold in you. Many wait for dramatic signs, a thunderous voice or overwhelming proof. Yet my leading often lives in softness, a longing for more, a gentle discomfort that signals growth. Trust that I am present in doubt as much as in certainty. Each surrendered day is another stone in a way forward. I waste nothing. Not waiting, not questions, not failed attempts. All are gathered in my hands, shaped to mature you. Maybe you ask, how do I let go when I don't know what comes next? This is the crucible of trust. Old burdens fall away through small repeated acts. A whispered prayer, a willingness to forgive, a refusal to compare. Surrender grows by practice, not a single great decision. Where you feel weak, my strength delights to overflow. You are seen. I have not forgotten you. What I began, I will finish. The quiet victories of the heart are often invisible. Honest confessions in the dark, a gentle hand extended despite fatigue. Questions journaled before me. These are not wasted, but the soil of true transformation. Watch for small rays of peace when you choose me in daily crossroads. They are signs of my kingdom breaking in. Even the desire to surrender is a sign my spirit is already at work in you. Don't shame missteps or mourn being behind. Come close, breathe in, sense my nearness. In this closeness, resistance melts, and what felt like sacrifice reveals itself as freedom. Yielding control is not loss, but opening to hands that love you most, hands that set stars and cradle your hope. Offer me your day. Errands, battles, wonders, fatigue. These are the places I meet you. Each surrender swings a doorway wide to more of what matters, my peace, my guidance, the quiet courage to do the next right thing. Pause. Let your shoulders drop, your heartbeat slow. Invite me honestly into whatever this moment brings. I equip you in ways worldly tools cannot measure. The road to purpose is not lit by lightning or applause, but by faithfulness in the simple, the daily, the overlooked. Stand here with me. Lay fears beside my promise. The future rests not on your ability to predict, but on your willingness to walk with me, surrendered and receptive. Each step of trust returns peace and presence, the very gifts your heart longs for. As you rise from this quiet, know you are neither to run ahead nor to lag in hesitation. Walk at my pace, attentive and willing. Discover how my purpose is woven into 1,000 small acts of surrender. Peace is near, closer than breath. Wait with me and move forward, unburdened and crowned with quiet joy. Breathe now and know my presence surrounds you as you deepen into surrender. This is not passive resignation, but the active choosing to open your hands and receive what I hold. Let go of the idea that surrender equals weakness. In my realm, releasing control is the first act of trust. There is quiet bravery in a bowed head and an unclenched fist. I honor each moment you yield. Even the smallest yes is a great step. It plants seed in soil I have prepared. At dawn, as silence breaks and you open your eyes to a new day, hear this invitation again. I do not ask you to abandon your identity or desires. Surrender is allowing me to infuse your heart with the deeper purpose that called you into being. Each act of trust, each relinquished fear, shapes you into someone ready for what I long prepared. My hand rests steady on your shoulder. When uncertainty presses, this path forms you for more than comfort. It creates room for miracles. Habits that cultivate listening matter. A brief pause, a moment of gratitude, a whispered prayer. These loosen the grip of striving and make space for me to move. When you resist racing ahead or proving worth, the atmosphere shifts. My peace fills the space. Distractions fall, and my voice becomes clear like still water. The way before you may seem uncertain, yet keep taking small, faithful steps. Don't underestimate a single kind word. The decision to forgive, a quiet change of thought. Over time, these small pivots become the current that carries you forward. I delight in your simple efforts. Each one declares you belong to me and trusts my lead. Sometimes trembling is simply the soul stretching past old limits. When you reach your edge, offer it to me and watch as I open a new beginning. Reach for me when confidence wanes. I am never out of reach. My presence goes with you into unknown rooms, conversations not yet had, opportunities not yet imagined. If you wonder whether your obedience matters, look back. See how I have carried, shielded, and restored you through moments you once thought impossible. You did not arrive here by your own wisdom alone. Your past surrenders increased your capacity to receive more of my purpose. Now that seed of willingness is watered daily and will mature into power and discernment. You are becoming more than you were, closer to what I dreamed for you. Remember, my timing is faithful. Your surrender does not force my hand, but positions you to notice what I am already doing. Let hope rise as you lay down anxiety about the future. While outcomes remain hidden, My care for you never fades. I strengthen you for what is ahead and refill you where depletion once held sway. Pause. Feel the rhythm of your breath, the beat of your heart, evidence that even in waiting you are sustained. My peace is near, I am not far. Each surrendered moment is a stepping stone. Trust that I walk beside you, encouraging every brave step. For every ounce of trust you offer, I return a portion of peace the world cannot create. Let your soul exhale. Everything yielded into my hands is kept and set in place by wisdom older than time. You are not alone. Across the earth, others answer the same whisper, joining in an unseen fellowship of yielded hearts. Draw comfort from that unity. Though your journey is personal, you are not isolated. Your surrender adds to a symphony, moving humanity toward renewal. Let that knowledge quiet anxiety and strengthen resolve. Soon the alignment in your spirit will become visible. Each surrender prepares you for recognition, for the joy of embracing your unique place. For now, practice the holy work of letting go. Let this gentle courage grow. I am present in every surrendered burden, every trusting step. My love upholds you, my peace surrounds you, my purpose beckons. Wait with me and walk forward, beloved. Doubt will rise. What if I'm mistaken? What if nothing changes? In the noise of opinions and old fears, it is easy to hesitate. I see you're wrestling. This is not failure, but fertile ground where trust takes root. Together we enter a deeper walk. Surrender is not passivity, but determined humility. Each time you return to me, those quiet minutes before the day swells, you strengthen what I am forming. A single honest prayer or a brave hush can change everything more than you imagine. There are times my people paused, unsure if they heard me right. Your pause is not wasted, but charged with opportunity. When fear tempts you to seize control, notice how your body tightens and your mind seeks comfort. Instead, pause with me. Breathe. Place your hand over your heart and remember you belong and are cared for. Let memories of past faithfulness anchor you. Recall when what seemed uncertain prepared space for greater clarity or healing. I have not forgotten a single longing or loss you carry. Trust grows where not all is visible. Resist the illusion that surrender removes you from the story. It is your yes to play a part in the great story of humanity. I sculpt significance out of what appears mundane, your willingness to risk loving, forgiving, serving, speaking courageously. These are the marks of a life yielded to what is higher than fear. Be gentle when old patterns resurface, words spoken over you in youth, habits born of disappointment. When they whisper that you must strive or settle, recognize that is not my voice. Lay them down. Each time you do, you open space for renewed vision and freedom. This is lasting growth, though slow. Ego can hide as prudence, convincing you self-doubt is wisdom. I invite you to search beneath each no and hesitation to find what is truly wise and what is merely comfortable. The road of surrender may be uneven, but it is firm. Strength and steadiness bloom when you break cycles in my name. Learn to detect the gentle nudge in your spirit, a call to release, trust, and act with integrity even when unseen. Look for me in small arrangements. An open door, a kindness, a word of encouragement, a moment of peace despite uncertainty. I orchestrate companions and opportunities sometimes before you know to ask. Doubt will not hinder me. I use it to show deeper patience and understanding. If ever you wonder if surrender cost you too much, or if you mistook the invitation, let me reassure you, nothing laid down in trust is lost. It is kept, refined, and returned in blessings. Each step is a planting. The harvest follows my wisdom. You may not see all results today, but peace will be your measure. Whenever you sense my nearness returning, know you are exactly where you need to be. Peace is near. I strengthen you for what is ahead. Your desire for certainty is not an obstacle, but an invitation to experience my faithfulness more deeply. When you offer anxieties and lay down agendas, you discover you are not alone with questions. My presence is your stronghold. I equip you to stand when others falter. Wait with me and walk forward. I am forming you. Nothing will interrupt my purpose when you remain surrendered and attentive. Your story continues. You are not disqualified or forgotten. When steps falter, look back with gratitude for what I already brought you through and forward with hope. I have never failed you. I do not require perfection, only steady, honest companionship. A heart willing to surrender again today. When light grows dim and certainty fades, remember, I have not led you here to abandon you. Uncertainty is not void, but a crossing where my wisdom crafts clarity in the shadows. I see roots growing beneath the surface. What you call pause, I call loving preparation. Peace is never farther than your next surrendered breath. Each anxious heartbeat summons a shared waiting. Wait with me and walk forward. Often the loudest obstacles are quiet limits you accepted, the voices that taught you caution. Prudence born of fear masquerades as wisdom. I form in you a daring peace. When ego counsels retreat, when it offers safety over steadfastness, pause and listen for my steadying voice. Strength is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to rise with it, hand in hand with me. You long for guarantees, but my way is often daily manna, not sudden windfalls. I offer an invitation. Take one step, then another. Trust is learned in small advances. Remember quiet victories, a nudge that illuminated your path, a timely word, a door that closed only to open another. Let these anchor you when doubt crashes. Impatience whispers I am slow, but what I began in you I bring to fullness with perfect wisdom. My timing is neither rushed nor late. While you wait, I shape desires to fit my good purpose. Breathe. Place your hand over your heart. Hear its steady rhythm, proof of my unseen care. I am as near as your next breath. Have you noticed small signs? A timely phrase, a gentle opening of a new door. What feels random often signals you are not forgotten. Do not compare your pace with others. If you could see how I set moments for your good, you would rest more easily. I comfort you in the tension between now and not yet. Your longing is not flaw, but holy invitation. Your questions are safe. Doubts do not disqualify. Let go of the need to control every outcome. I have gone before you to prepare the way. When anxiety presses, anchor in memories of my faithfulness. Recall times you doubted and were met by new hope. These reminders are yours. I am steady and with you tonight. If rest seems distant, let each sigh be a prayer and every worry an offering. You need not have every answer to begin again tomorrow. Lay down the striving. Rest in being seen in the in-between. Your struggle shapes you for what is coming. My promises are not fragile. Your purpose is not forgotten. Wait with me and walk forward. Peace is near and the dawn will come. When the way feels shadowed, remember peace is nearer than your restless thoughts believe. Questions and doubt are not failure, but openings for new strength. Each pause before the next step already holds my promise. What I began, I will finish. Breathe deeply and trust that I have established every day you will walk. Even when plans unravel, you are not abandoned. You are being strengthened and refined for this hour. Impatience creeps in when progress is slow. Beloved, recall my quiet faithfulness in seasons past. Look back and notice markers. how I preserved, provided, and led you to fresh starts you could not foresee. Temptation is to grab control, but my ways are not tied to hurried timetables. Rest in the steady rhythm of my timing. Surrender your need for immediate answers and let me reveal beauty in due season. There is strength in stillness. The world urges action, but my invitation is to open your hands, literally unclench for a single breath. That small, visible surrender trains your heart to know you are safely held. When anxiety measures your worth by busyness, return to that small surrender, a slow inhale, a whispered prayer. Make space for me to speak peace. As you press deeper into trust, I widen your vision beyond personal needs, linking your calling to the greater story. Your life, the trials, lessons, and moments you refuse to spare, serves a purpose beyond measure. Your obedience now prepares possibility for others after you. I delight in seeing you live fully, trusting not merely for yourself, but for the healing and liberation of many. You are not required to have every answer or banish every fear before moving. Full surrender is not one grand act, but daily choices. Each day offers a new beginning. Each relinquished worry opens something new. Resist measuring progress by others' expectations or shifting worldly standards. I judge by your courage to keep saying yes, even when it feels small. You are maturing, being crowned with indestructible wisdom. If you listen, you will sense the quiet authority by which I call your name, the right to live, pursue purpose, and rise after setbacks. This crown is forged in humility and surrender, not worldly feats. There will be days that ask more, moments when resolve trembles. My strength does not run dry. As you wait between what you know and what you long for, I form a heart able to carry your calling's fullness. Breathe in patience. Breathe out striving. The transformed life you seek is unfolding as you align your will with mine. You are seen. I have not forgotten you. Every hidden surrender sets something greater in motion than you can ask or imagine. Peace is near, beloved. I strengthen you for what is ahead. Steps may feel uncertain, but you will find me in each one. Quiet, steady, unwavering in love. Wait with me for the rest of your journey. I am preparing the way right now. The invitation remains. Let go, step forward, and taste the freedom and fullness meant for you from the beginning. I see hope rising within you now, a gentle stirring where resistance once stood. You begin to perceive the landscape differently, with spirit as well as sight. Hear my whisper in ordinary rhythms. The peace you long for meets you, not after striving ends, but within your choice to let go and trust. Each breath a prayer, every moment shaped by my hand. A new harmony rises as my purpose sings through your life. What once seemed coincidence becomes steady assurance that you are accompanied. Notice small confirmations, a word, a meeting, a sudden stillness pointing your heart toward courage. This is not the absence of difficulty, but the clear presence of my strength, crafting clarity where confusion reigned. Walk forward with steady resolve. Wherever you release your grip, you make space for glory to be revealed through you. Let burdens fall gently from your shoulders as you enter this new path. Every surrender opens you to better gifts, insight, resilience, joy from the depths of my love. You are not behind. There is no missed moment in my timing. All things are prepared for you as you trust. Draw near and make this day your altar of commitment. In the quiet decision of your heart, lift to me your plans, questions, fears. Begin or begin again. The smallest act of willingness brings fresh anointing. Hear me, I strengthen you for what is ahead. Peace is near. Wait with me and walk forward. When you stumble, my hand steadies you. When you celebrate, I delight. Let your life be a quiet stream flowing toward me. Release the pressure to map every step. Trust is a practice. Freedom grows as you practice it. When anxiety tugs, pause, breathe. Place your hand over your heart and remember, you are seen. I have not forgotten you. My love calls you into fullness now. Amen.